And I guess hope that my neighbor's dog isn't going to be loud the entire time. That's what matters. No, I can just hear it. Like, that dog barks loud enough that it actually echoes in the hallway here.
Hi!
Hi.
Hello, world! I'm Jiraiya. That's Robbie.
Hello.
And we're gonna play more South of Midnight
Yeah.
tonight.
May or may not be beating it tonight.
I don't
Probably not,
know.
but maybe.
Probably not. What was it? I think it was like 12 or 13 chapters. We're on chapter 7 or something like that.
Yeah. But some
So,
of those chapters go by quick, too.
they do. It also, like, matters how much I actually, like, investigate stuff, which it doesn't feel like I really have to investigate much, if I'm being honest with you.
You don't have to, but I'm sure it's like one of those, like, adds more lore and probably adds more to, like, the storyline if you do investigate more.
Yeah, you for sure find more letters when you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no E today. He is resting up because he has to wake up real early in the morning
That he
um,
does.
to go on a adventure.
But he'll be back.
He'll be back, yeah.
Once he's back from his space goat activities.
Um, he has to go and watch people fight about tournaments or something. I don't know. I forget.
Tournaments, people arguing about other fights that have already happened.
Yeah, I think that was going to be going on. Yeah. God, the initial load in this game is crazy. All right, getting in there. A lot of jittering going on.
Probably still loading in stuff in the background.
Yeah. All right, how do I play this game again? All right, I do that and then that. Okay. Just you got to remember how games play once you're not with them for a little bit, you know.
No, that's fair. To say it hasn't been that long, but I also know I had some weird issues whenever I played You Will Die Here Tonight.
My memory is total garbage.
Forever to build a nest this big.
Genuinely, the reason why it took me so long to beat Final Fantasy 16 even, Robbie, is because every time I was away for like more than 5 days, I'd be like, all right, I gotta go and just wander around the open world real quick, get a feel for the controls again. And it worked. It worked.
Yeah. Yeah, from what you're saying, that was a pretty good Final Fantasy game.
I liked it. I don't think I liked it as much as 15, but I did like it. I think the combat is technically better.
But it has less bromance.
Way less bromance. Bros aren't even mancing most of the time.
Psh.
It's really, at the end of the day, like, I don't know. It's mostly a love story, but occasionally
16 is?
Yeah, but occasionally, it's mostly about the brothers. It's a weird game. There's no like. I would say the first
most Final
half is
Fantasy
like
games are kind of weird. Let's be honest.
yeah. I would say the first half is like romance, and the second half is like about brothers. It definitely feels like there was.
So it's
like,
a lot like that 2009 remake movie called Brothers. Then
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
even has Tobey Maguire throwing a fit at the very end of it.
yeah. It's actually kind of is about PTSD. Final Fantasy.
Oh.
It's a really weird game though, because it really wants you to know it's rated R or like M.
Yeah.
Like
So
just,
they kind of push that like unnecessary things to let you know that it's rated M.
yeah, like just in random conversation, it'll be like a normal conversation, like, oh, we can't get the supplies to them. I don't know what we're gonna do if we can't get these fucking supplies to them. it's very weird. Just out of nowhere stuff.
Just kind of like randomly turns into a fan dub every now and then.
Yeah, like genuinely. Oh god, how do I dodge? Alright, and then I can pull his thread. Alright, I'm back in it. I do wish the combat in this was a little more complicated. So it's very just button mashy for the most part.
Still kind of feels like Alice in Wonderland, but in Wonderland, Return to Madness.
It does, actually. It actually really does feel like that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
I enjoy, but I was gonna say actually got really complicated with later on with the combat system.
Oh, hey, look at that. I got a trophy for dying, I think. And, like, the enemies in this that they throw at you technically do get more complicated, but every single one of them are like, fight them till they're half health, and then they'll blow up on you once they're half health, which means you gotta dodge away, and then sometimes there's ones that shoot at you. And you gotta dodge away from those.
Every now and then you have enemies that shoot dying explosive enemies at you.
Yeah. What? Do the thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like you probably had to like thread the needle more in this game if you didn't get health every time you had to like unravel the threads.
Yeah. And it's not like you get like a ton of health, but yeah. Damn, do the thing. It's not doing the thing.
There we go.
Yeah, you get like an inch of health.
But it does help.
It does help a lot in the fights, actually.
And there's like healing in between battles too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, every time you're done with a battle, it heals.
Yeah, so not exactly the hardest game when it comes to combat.
No. No. But it does feel like a little too heavy at times. Like, it feels like she's supposed to be nimble, but she's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And maybe part of it is the fact that she's technically like a new Weaver.
Yeah.
Because yeah, that's the thing about Alice Return to Madness though, is like that combat is quick.
Yeah, it's super quick.
Like,
you
you
die
gotta
in,
be
like,
on your toes
2
for
hits,
that.
too.
Yeah. So like you had to be on your toes at all points of that game.
And even aesthetically, it is honestly pretty similar.
Yeah.
This is obviously more like southern focused, but just like the pastel colorings and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess with the Alice Return to Madness, yeah, it was God, it's hard to explain the art style of that game.
Gothic?
It's gothic, but like cartoony at the same time.
Yeah.
Like almost Tim Burton-esque.
Yeah, which honestly I think is what they were going for.
Probably. Which this one has more of like a claymation feel to it, so less Tim Burton claymation, and like I'm trying to think of like what other claymation to compare it to though.
More like Wallace and Gromit.
Maybe a little bit. I was almost
like-
thinking like the Adventures of Mark Twain.
I don't think I know that.
Yeah. I mean, I've only seen clips of it, but was it a show or was it a movie? Gotta Google that now.
The Adventures of Mark Twain. Does Mark his Twain? Does Mark his Twain? Does Mark have Twain?
Okay, apparently it was a movie. Yeah, 1985 claymation movie. Whoever like Mark Twain takes kids to all these different things. Like the one part that like a lot of people talk about is there's a scene where they basically meet the devil.
Huh. Never heard of this thing.
LeBron had a tough childhood.
Yeah, apparently you can watch it on Prime
Began to cut it.
and Tubi.
Of course you can watch it on Tubi.
Yeah. And then of course your favorite place to watch it, Pluto.
It's not even a planet. How can it be a streaming service if it's not even a planet?
That's what it was. They got rid of its planet status so it can become a streaming service. Seems short-sighted if you ask me, but
A little bit, yeah.
I don't want to think about dead mothers right now.
Oh, okay.
well, you're gonna.
The thing that I will absolutely say about this game is... Oh, you bitch. It has the soundtrack.
Soundtrack is great for this game.
Like, if you compare the soundtrack between this and Alice, this is
Oh, absolutely. This is a better soundtrack.
streets ahead, I tell you.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like Alice has a couple things ahead of it, but I know Alice is also like a cult classic game in comparison to this. This one's too early to say whether it's going to be popular or cult classic.
Yeah. Also got Alice for like 10 cents back in the day, basically, so...
Yeah. At least the original Alice. Now you just can't find that anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. I guess I take that back. If you get the Alice Return to Madness, as long as you just like turn an INI file from false to true, like you get the original Alice with it.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Was it like a pre-order thing that they just didn't code very well?
No, they didn't code it very well. It was I think it was EA based because they had if you got Alice Return to Madness from Origin back in the day, then I want to say it was like the special edition of it or something like that came with the original Alice, American McGee's Alice
Huh.
with it. But like whenever that game became unlisted for a little while, they're like, oh yeah, since you can't really stream it anymore, like this is how you get it off of the thing, and it's literally like. There's an INI file for Alice, or just it's called Alice 1, and you just like flip the false to true, and you just have the original Alice with it.
That's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah. So I was gonna say it's hard to find, but not anymore since people know that and it's been relisted.
Wonder if that'll do anything. Oh, wow, I actually can take him over with that. That's funny. Oh, gosh.
That looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
Well, they changed up the combat a little bit.
Yeah, put this big fucker in there.
It's heavy work, but
Got him, though. Once they start throwing like 2 of those guys in, though, with like the shooting guys, that's gonna be tough, I bet.
Oh yeah.
E says EA is never based.
No,
wait,
they're not.
bad? Based. I don't know. I can't read. I have bad eyes now. I need more glasses.
I think based is like a new thing of like did something cool.
Oh,
And
yeah.
honestly, they used to do cool things, but like it's been a long time since they've done something that was like good for gaming.
There was that 7 months in the 360 area where they made like 5 games.
And there's that, like the original EA Sports Big was kind of cool because it was like arcadey sports games that were actually fun to play.
Yeah, those were sports games I enjoyed.
Yeah. Like NFL Blitz, like that was the original NFL Blitzes were pretty good. The NBA and NFL Street games were pretty good.
Man, I would love to do a Blitz stream. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah. I mean, I also hate to say it, like the Def Jam games, the first 2 are pretty good, and those were EA games.
I was thinking this last weekend that they were going to make a new Def Jam, but it just ended up being Wu-Tang.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know the third one flopped pretty hard, and that was enough for EA to be like, yeah, we're done with this.
Yeah. What is this?
All that stigma. But how am I supposed to get in there?
What's this? Whoa.
Now Crouton can go in there.
What? These streamers are based.
I don't know about that, but thanks. I
Thanks,
appreciate
Safun.
the compliment.
Oh, no, I failed. Ooh, Fox.
You failed, but you got a Mr. Fox.
Fantastic one. Ian.
Speaking of which, too, I drew blood at work today.
Why? On purpose?
Because, no, I was trying to fix the 3D printer at work because it jammed really bad. And I was trying to get it, the filament unjammed out of it. And kind of now I'm like accidentally the 3D printer expert since I'm the only one who could figure out how to get it fixed. But whenever I was trying to pull the heater core off of it to change it out, my hand slipped and I smashed it against the heater core and it like ripped the finger or the skin off like right next to my fingernail.
Yeah, it doesn't sound pleasant
So-
when you say all those words together.
Yeah, it did suck, but
Yeah, sounds like it sucked.
I think the 3D printer is fixed, so there's that.
I guess you're going to find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out tomorrow.
Everything that they make is going to be cursed now, too, because your blood's in it.
I mean, I took out the heater core that has my blood in it, so there's that. Because like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like plastic that's stuck in there, or like they did something else to it. But like, there's like a stickiness to the threads of it, and so you can't like tighten anything the way you're supposed to, which is why it was jamming so fast.
Huh.
Because we changed out the nozzle, and we had to change out the heater core with the nozzle, and I got about 10 seconds into the print that I needed to do for work, and it just jammed. Like, so bad that we couldn't unjam it without pulling the entire thing out.
And the irony, if you had a 3D printer, you could have just made a new part.
Made a new heater core that definitely wouldn't melt whenever you went to go put it onto the 3D printer.
Listen, Robbie, I don't know anything about 3D printers. End of sentence.
This is what?
All that hurt.
No Robbie version of Chucky dolls running out there.
He was just a boy.
And he's like, of what dolls? I mean, to
Oh,
be fair, if you actually Google it, Chucky's based off of Robbie the doll.
no. The typo is much funnier.
Oh. I mean, Cucky dolls is probably a bit more better than a Chucky doll.
There are a few stores in this town I know where you can probably go find a cookie doll.
God, I feel like that's just like a bad nickname for somebody who like enjoys being cuckolded. It's like, oh, he's my Cucky doll.
Well, if it's not a thing, we need to make it a thing.
We might be making it a thing here, which both you're welcome and sorry if we do.
I'm just going to say you're welcome. People need new things in life, Robbie. Fight!
People need new things in life, like Dry needs new battles in this game to mix it up. Most like more kinds of battles, but
Yeah, it's
we
very
get what we can
samey.
get. Yeah.
I bet my feeling at the end of this game is going to be it could have been shorter. But who knows? Maybe.
There's been a handful of games that we've played that like that was our biggest sentiment about it. It's like it could have been a shorter game.
Yeah.
Like they padded it out way too much in here, 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 and here. I mean, as so far since I've been part of the Wednesday streams, I think the one game that we had that where it wasn't the case was probably You Will Die Here.
Yeah, no, that game was a pretty good length, actually.
Yeah. It's also pretty fun. I rather enjoyed that game.
That game was cool. That's a really cool concept.
Yeah.
I want them to do a sequel or just something similar to it.
Yeah, I would love to see a sequel or some kind of similar thing to it.
God damn it. Fuck off.
And he's saying he thinks most games should be shorter, except for Deltarune. That needs to be longer, actually. And it will be.
It's already quite long, I feel like.
Yeah, that demo we played was pretty long.
That's very funny, yeah. Yeah, but like, even if you just take the first two parts, that's already like a 12-hour game. And then there's part 2 or part 3 and 4, and that's gonna probably add another 12
Might be another
hours.
12 hours. And then possibly a part 5 that might add another 6 to 8 hours, kind of on what he does with the ending of it.
Yeah, like it's gonna be like a 50-hour RPG at the end of
Each time
everything.
the wrong soul that sawmill boss dropped by in a fancy car, he felt like a knife was twisting in his belly, cutting deeper each time. That
Well,
man
maybe
wouldn't
you
even
need to think
miss
about
the
that. Maybe
words
that's how
that
people
saved
play
him.
video games, is they talk to themselves out loud and then get distracted about talking about cucky dolls. Maybe everybody does that just in their normal playing. You don't know. People,
Someone just playing a game and like seeing an NPC is like, that guy's definitely a cucky doll.
ooh, Zafu makes a good point. If you play all of the different options of how to beat it, that adds a ton of time to those games.
Yeah. Which even though he keeps on saying that's not going to be a thing for Deltarune, I'm pretty sure people are still going to do it.
That's 1,000. People are 100. What? Wow. Numbers are hard to say aloud, apparently. People are 100,000% going to do it. All right. Is there like a special thing I got to do for this? No. Okay, cool.
Just run wall to wall. I guess that is one thing this game has that Alice in Return to Madness doesn't have. Is it Alice Return to Madness does not have wall running.
I actually did like the platforming in it, though.
Yeah.
If I had to choose
I still
one thing
think-
from that I liked the most, it was platforming rather than the combat.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's actually one of those weird things, too, because, like, 3D platforming has always been kind of janky in most games. I think the one game that really got it down was the original... Well, I say original, but, like, the... I guess the 6th generation trilogy of Prince of Persia.
That did. Its own little version. I mean, I think 3D platforming has come a long way, honestly, but...
Yeah. But, like, especially, like, in early 2000s, like, platforming was always, like, the worst part of a game.
Yeah, no, Prince of Persia games, platforming was really good in those.
Yeah.
It's very much like this is the path, more so than
Yeah.
even anything else. But man, it was fun.
Because it even shows you, like, here's where you need to get to, here's the path to get there, have fun trying to get to it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be battered, fried,
And yeah,
dipped in grits. I just seen a Rougarou.
That's Laurent.
Well, best not run into him again. We'll find Molly another way.
No, I need to reweave him like Benji and Tom.
Says who? Laurent ain't some kind of tree or big gator.
Oh man, E.
Bonnie said,
Bunny.
Did you see that they're making Super Meat Boy 3D? Since we're on the talk of 3D platformers.
A little odd.
spit it out, fish.
It looks hard.
There's whispers of Bunny in these swamps and hollers.
Yeah, I would say arguably the Prince of Persia trilogy is like
Corruption
the
sprouting
most
from the house.
platformy 3D game possibly ever made.
She
But I say that in a good way though. Like the
Do I have
platforming
a
is really good in
reason?
those games.
It's super fun.
Reason enough
Yeah.
to send her
Man.
granddaughter chasing after danger when
I'm
her
I'm
mother
telling you,
might
Robbie,
not
right now,
even be
the best
alive.
Prince of
That's
Persia
enough.
game is that newest one that just came out, The Lost Crown or Lost Prince,
Oh,
or whatever it's
the-
called.
Hazel,
Yeah, I think it's Lost Crown.
I'm sorry.
It's easily the best Prince of Persia
Got
game,
this
man. It's
far,
so
yeah.
fucking good. It's
So I've heard.
I
did
think it's
buy
my
the game
favorite
'cause, like,
Metroidvania.
I really did want to. Yeah, I did really want there to be more Prince of Persia. So even though I haven't played it yet, I did buy it like the second day it was out.
Yeah, and it didn't do well still.
Right.
Word of mouth did nothing for that game.
Like despite how much hype there was for it, because I absolutely adore the Prince of Persia series.
yeah.
Like that is actually my biggest hate on Assassin's Creed is that it killed the Prince of Persia.
Yeah, and that studio was shut down. They did a couple DLC things, and then that studio was shut down, and future Prince of Persias were canceled. So,
Boo.
but that game, man, telling
I
you,
really hate the current path of just video game industry in general.
yeah, it sucks. Sucks ass. Everything just gets canceled. Everybody gets fired. It sucks.
Yeah.
But highly recommend. I mean, it's like a 30-hour, 25, 30-hour game, but man, it's so fucking good.
Oh, I definitely played through it.
Never seen a blade so.
Ooh.
Might come in handy with these roots.
Okay. Give me that. Oh, wait. Huh. Oh, it does hurt you. Yep. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to know.
It's what saw blades do, Drya.
Maybe it wouldn't have, though, you know? Does it have to be on for that to work? Yep, okay. Whee!
Sorry, trees.
Yeah, that works.
I gotta get through.
That works. I feel like I'm playing video games like E right now. I'm not looking at anywhere I'm going.
Just staring at the back of the head and hoping you're going in the right direction.
It feels that way. What do I need that for? Rougarou! Man, that's fun to say. Play-
Roo.
Playing this game has also like really made me crave gumbo. And I've never been like a huge fan of gumbo, but this game's been making me want gumbo.
I don't think I've ever had real gumbo before.
It's pretty good. There's rice, there's sausage.
Yeah,
There's a
like
lot of
rice,
onion.
sausage, and beans sounds really good. But I mean, in a stew, like onion's okay. It's less overpowering whenever you have it in like a stew.
Fair.
But I guess also if it's a lot of onions, that's a whole other thing too.
Lost a few workers due to the accident on the 25th. They've been complaining about the machinery needing to be repaired. Now we're behind on this month's production.
Bastards. Save
What's
a
he
second,
saying over
give me a
there? Honestly, I think death of dedicated handheld hurt the industry. You can't make smaller scope games. Yeah, I think you're right, honestly.
second. Oh, big man.
I mean, I hate to say it, when it comes to like
That's
smaller
awesome.
scope games, it's kind of been taken over by indie development. But like AAA, like they try and make it bigger and better each time, which I think people have said in like over and over again. That's not the path they want games to go. They want more, Prince of Persia: Lost Crown. They want more Hades. They
Yeah,
want more.
and like
Go on.
the problem is like with AAA, like you said, their thing is just like bigger, better every single time, and that's not sustainable.
Yeah.
And there comes a point, especially like in an Assassin's Creed series or something like that, or a big giant open world thing, to where like you gotta scale back. You're doing too much. Nobody's getting anything they really want out of this anymore. Like you gotta
Right.
scale back at this point.
It kind of turns into that like okay, that's cool, but like other than trying it one time, I don't know how many times I'm going to use this mechanic that you guys probably spent months putting into this game.
Yeah. Want to read this note, Robbie?
Sure. Next month, we're cutting everyone's hours by 12%. We still require the same amount of output. Also, let the 3 most senior loggers to free up the salary space. The wife is nagging me about buying a house on the Gulf with an ocean view.
Also, yeah, Metroidvania is not a big genre E. You're correct. It did very well for a Metroidvania. It did really bad for any other genre game.
Yeah. It did bad for a Ubisoft game, but it did really good for a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Metroidvania.
Yeah. Cat was sitting on Spoon's keyboard. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate. There was a lot of things. Maybe a lot is saying a lot. There was a fun amount of things announced at the Xbox showcase that we didn't get to talk over because it was on a Sunday morning. They announced their ROG Ally Xbox thing.
I remember hearing about that.
They announced it. Game Informer, IGN, a couple other places have gotten their hands on it at this point. Everybody says it feels real heavy. Like it feels like it's kind of hard to hold, actually, because of how heavy it is.
Interesting. Because, yeah, like the original ROG Ally wasn't exactly light, but I think, weirdly enough, I did like the Legion Go better. Mostly because, in my opinion, the controllers fit better in the hand. And,
what the fuck?
Oh, it feels about the same weight, even though it's way bigger.
Yeah. Look up the ROG, or the Xbox ROG Ally, Robbie, and look at the specs for me and tell me if that's good. I don't know specs at all, if I'm being real with you, when it comes to PC parts and stuff.
No, that's fair.
Because there are two versions. They have like an S version and an X version.
Yeah, whenever I looked it up, I got the hiccups all of a sudden, sorry. The first thing that popped up was the X.
Laurent missed his mama so much he couldn't stand it. He went to fight the factory boss to tell him off, but his daddy
It's
tried
actually
to
for
stop
Terra
him.
Shitsy.
And when his daddy saw the death of Laurent's pain, that's when he got mad. The boss was always afraid of his workers. That's why he kept a gun in his office. He didn't mean for it to go off. Probably. Didn't stop the bullet from punching through Daddy's skull, ending his life in a blink. With his daddy's blood dripping down his chin, Laurent couldn't hold his feelings in anymore. They burst through his skin like feathers. His anguish seemed to lift him up into the air. The terrified sawmill boss drove away as fast as his fine
Were you gonna get
car
Fight Bird
would
then?
go. Laurent flew after him, carried aloft by currents of his own torment.
Oh my God. Laurent couldn't help it. That man orphaned him. I wonder if Mama knew Laurent's secret.
Maybe. What'd you find, Robbie?
Maybe a lot of things.
So I don't know a whole lot of.
not a
They have the second generation of
told me
the
it wasn't
Ryzen
He's
Z2 Extreme,
trying to protect me,
which is an APU, so it's like a processor and a GPU like put into one. But that was the same thing with the first with the Z1 Extreme.
Was it
So
was it very functional? Was it good?
it was pretty functional. It was technically more powerful than Steam Deck, but because it was running Windows, it kind of like evened itself out. So it kind of like threw blows with the Steam Deck.
Gotcha. Oh shit. Oh well, I'm dead. What?
That being said, like it would play pretty much whatever you want to play, like at least at 720p, which on a handheld is fine.
Yeah.
But I'm looking up to
720p
see like
more than enough.
if I can find specs for the Z2 Extreme.
Well, okay.
That also being said, the X version of it does have 24 gigs of RAM, which seems excessive, but in a good way.
That's a lot.
It's
It's
also
a lot of
fast
RAM.
Yeah, it's fast, or like I said, it's fast RAM too. Apparently, it's at 8,000 mega transfers. To give you an idea of that, like yours for being DDR4 is pretty decently fast, and yours is 3,200. So,
Okay.
does processes a lot faster. 1080p screen, 120 hertz, 500 nits brightness. So it's brighter, but it's about the same refresh rate and resolution as the old screen.
Not as bright as my TV.
No, still bright though.
Nobody wants a blindingly bright screen in their face, like a foot away.
To upset you. I had no idea. Stop! It's me! It's Hazel!
Yeah, I'm guessing that ROG Xbox Ally thing is gonna be like $800 though.
I wouldn't doubt it. Like the original ROG Ally was like $650, I think.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm seeing if I can find any. Oh,
They're singing Ruguru in the background. That's fun. Damn. Uh-oh. Music is just too good.
it works real well.
It's too good. I've got to make money off of this. It's just too good.
Okay, this will probably give you a better idea. So the theoretical performance, since nobody has their hands on it yet, is up to 11 teraflops. So it makes it actually ever so slightly more powerful than a PS5.
Okay. Yeah, so that's gonna at
gonna be
720p on that
expensive.
tiny screen, it's gonna run anything you want it to.
Pretty much, yeah. But that's also theoretical. We'll see what happens when it actually comes out, but
Right.
you should, like, possibly get PS5 level experience on a handheld. But that also means it's probably going to be pretty expensive, too.
Yeah, it will be. It's not the handheld I would get either. Like, if I'm getting a handheld, I'm gonna Switch 2, because if I have a handheld, it better fucking play some Mario.
I mean, you technically could.
You technically could, yes.
Just not. It's a very legal gray area to do that.
Ooh, the bitch. How long do I gotta do this for? Okay. For that long.
Yeah. Also, they say, like, I guess the theoretical performance of a PS5 Pro is supposed to be 16 teraflops, but
Man, that PS5 Pro is, like, not
what? Yeah.
working for people. Like, it has more problems than solutions, it feels like.
I haven't heard a lot about it, but, like, I haven't heard good or bad, so it's just kind of like one of those things, like, yeah, it's something that they released. No one really cares, though.
Like, it seems for the games that it really works for, it works great. But there are some games where, like, they put out the PS5 Pro patch and it's fucking broken.
Which, yeah, and I guess they're supposed to be bringing out a patch to make PS3 games work on a PS5, but
Yeah,
we'll see
that's
how
the
well
rumor.
that works. Yeah. Which, oh, by the way, with me getting my sister's old Xbox 360, I found my first original Xbox game that I bought that just doesn't work on the 360.
Oh,
And
really?
I think I know why, too, and I'm kind of pissed about it.
Was it Fusion Frenzy?
No, it was Need for Speed Most Wanted, the Black Edition.
Oh. Why do you think it doesn't
And
work?
I think it doesn't work because they made a 360 port for the game. So they're like, oh, we don't need the original Xbox game to work on here. We got the 360 port. They'll just buy that one.
I mean, that's fucked, but I could absolutely see that being the case, actually.
Yeah, like I'm guessing that's the case. Why? Because there is a Xbox 360 port of that game. It's just not the Black Edition.
This fight's not going my way.
Rock, come on! Please!
I think that might be kind of the point of this battle, though, too. It's like you're not trying to hurt him. You just kind of have no other choice.
I mean, not going my way.
Also,
as in,
he's
like,
a
I'm gonna
boss,
die.
so yeah. But that's what I was gonna say. Also, he's a boss, so he's meant to be pretty hard, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna say something else for a second. For a second, I thought he was like, "I'm gonna break my foot up off in your ass."
Rougarou! Okay. Already gone through both my health things.
I like how dynamic the music is for this boss battle too.
Yeah. Man, the music's so good.
If there's any reason to buy this game, soundtrack.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Aw, you bitch. Aw, that's it.
You got this, Drea. I believe in you. 1 HP in a dream.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh gosh. Oh hey, I healed somehow.
I think it's just when you're down to a certain level,
Oh my gosh.
auto start to heal you as long as you don't keep getting hit.
Well, then I need to be not getting hit right now. Oh yeah, it does auto heal you to an extent. Oh good.
Yeah. So we have at least quarter health.
Oh. Take this.
Eat weave magic, you angry child who lost his father too soon in life.
Take that. Let me unweave you. Oh hey, I just got a code from Xbox saying, hey, use this to get the new Gears thing.
Oh,
Are you okay?
there's a new Gears thing?
The Gears Reloaded.
Oh,
You're not
okay.
mad. I tried to reweave you, but I think something went wrong.
No. This is me.
He's excited about Gears of War for some reason.
I can't remember.
Because you can use the 6 to spell out the G in
Oh.
Gears of War.
Oh, see, from this far away and with my bad glasses and eyes, that just looks like Gears of War. So they should absolutely do
Fair.
that for the 6th Gears of War game.
About what happened to you with your
Kind of like what they're doing with the Resident Evil games.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mama
With the
died
Re-9
broke
Quium.
me. When that man came and
Apparently
took my
people got
daddy from
some
me,
hands on it. Games Fest for that.
I don't even remember it fully.
So I'm looking forward to all those write-ups.
Too, covered in blood, haunted by what I had done.
I can't imagine going through all this alone.
Maybe this pain just festers in me. I try to keep it pushed down. I don't want to hurt nobody, especially you and Lace.
I mean, I remember her laughing a lot when you were around. She was happy then. I could tell.
She saw me too clear. I felt laid bare. Scared me.
Scared you.
I spent ages hiding this shame and hurt inside. But then Lacey saw me. Flaws and all. She still cared. Felt like juggling broken glass. I was just so scared I was gonna mess things up. I just pushed her away.
I think that hurt her more.
Ironically, messed things up.
I know. Earlier, you came to ask me about Molly. What was that all about?
But when the hurricane hit, the river took the house. With Mama in it.
She all right?
I found her house, but I couldn't find her. And then I saw
I wonder if this is gonna end up being like
I was told that was Molly's doing.
a Wizard of Oz situation where at the end you just wake up and you were there and you were there.
Be hurt.
Can you take me to Molly's lair?
For Lacey, I'll take you as far as I can go. But I never managed to reach her lair.
Thanks, Aron.
Time to be a bird again. See ya.
I appreciate you.
Oh, cool. Oh wow, he's
Even
like,
has the button
super
eyes.
creepy. Super up close. That's cool. Nice.
Try reading that.
No.
You couldn't. It's all symbols.
Yeah.
Hazel asked Laurent about Molly's whereabouts. But mentioning Lacey stirred him up, turned him into a giant owl.
Happens to all of us.
Hazel was shocked to see someone she knew transform him into a creature. Using her magic, she reweaved Laurent's old wound, bringing him back to his true self. But the guilt and shame would take its own sweet time to fade away. Once Laurent got himself together, he and Hazel headed for old Molly's lair. But Hazel felt uneasy. Even a giant creature like Laurent seemed unsure he could take her all away.
Their eyes were watching.
Correct, Safun.
See you around?
You're not wrong. It does read stuff and things.
Molly's up there in the witch's nose.
You know,
with-
things and stuff.
Oh, so many things. So,
These hills won't stop me.
at least a stuff.
So much stuff.
Hold on, Mama.
How many? What do I go to it? Here? 210? What can I get with you? Strand Blast inflict increased damage across a wider area and weave impacted enemies for a short time. Okay. Or Strand
Apparently, weed
Pull.
magic is too much for the 210 that you have.
Yeah.
Well, no, you got to get the original one still,
Oh,
I guess.
I haven't gotten that one?
Bane?
What?
No, apparently not. Enemies take more damage from all sources,
Wow.
and you ignored it.
I did. Damaging weave enemies with rending step, amplified attack, amplified rend, or aerial rend heals you slightly. Oh, wow. Like, I gotta get that.
It just makes sense.
It does. Whee.
Hey, do you guys know the way to the witch's nose? Is that a...
I gotta say, this game, performance-wise, is also weird in a way. Because, like,
It's either performing too well or not well enough, and like jumps in between a lot.
but, like, the other thing is, like, even when it's performing well, it looks like it's, like, missing frames just because of how the animation looks.
Oh yeah,
I got this
it's
one.
one of those games that's definitely not meant to be played at above 60 frames per second.
Yeah. Wilderness Search and Rescue Squad Delta 346. Out here looking for Thomas Porter. Family said they were camping and he ran off into the woods. Fell off a cliff. Supposedly, the parents were unable to get to him. We got to the location, all we found was a shoe and what looks like red yarn. Going to run a search grid in the surrounding area. Jackson.
How'd they even get to the backcountry this
That was only
far?
one of 4 notes. Is this going to be like a super short chapter?
Maybe. Just trying to get to Molly's lair, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit!
Whee!
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Kind of wish
Birds
there were
gave you
more
the ability to
obstacles.
fly. Also, this might be a shorter chapter just because it looks like they actually worked way harder to put less, or to worked way harder to put way more stuff in this level just for you to fly by it that much faster.
Yeah. What probably happened is they made the map and they're like, oh, we don't have time to fit all the content in that we need to. All right, we're just going to make them fly
Right,
through it. This one's you, Robbie.
Delta 346. We've seen signs of Thomas. Found some weird tracks headed towards a witch's nose. Child's footprints next to something many-footed. Never seen anything like it. Have a bad feeling. This don't feel natural. Jackson.
Many-footed with the
Dun,
stolen
dun.
kid.
Is there a centipede stealing children?
That'd be cool. Oh, I mean, that'd be bad.
That'd be weird.
All right, this one's me. Delta 346. We were trying to cross a ravine. Fontaine fell, broke his leg, and shattered the sat phone. We stayed the night. Around 2 a.m., I heard something big outside his tent, but didn't pay it no mind. Next morning, he yelled for us. His leg was wrapped in that red yarn we found the other day, and was completely healed. We're getting out of here. This reeks of that old magic Grandma Hale used to speak of. Jackson.
Red yarn. That's hugging Molly.
Slide time. Fly time.
Slide fight?
Sci-fi. It's whenever sci-fi is like real cool about it.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Like, what if Molar and Scully were cool?
That's like the opposite of the point of them.
Fair.
The nerdiest people in the world. Nothing here, nothing from good old crouton to do. And we fly.
Yeah, I can totally get used to this.
What's the best slider you've ever eaten, Robbie?
That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like slider-wise, I feel like the sweet pulled pork that we make, and like that with like a Hawaiian roll. Like,
Yeah,
those are pretty good. I don't know if it's
good.
the best, but they're pretty good.
pretty good.
And what about you? Guess you have a slider story of some kind.
I have no slider story. I was just thinking about sliders because the slider.
The sli-fi.
I don't know. I feel like I don't eat sliders very much.
It's not very often.
Almost there.
I feel like whenever we're just like, we should make some sliders, everyone's like, why don't you just make a burger?
Yeah, kind of. Oop, that didn't work.
Try again.
There we go.
Something else.
I like the
from
one at the
trailer.
place we eat where they use Hawaiian rolls as the buns for hot dogs. Those were really good. That place doesn't exist anymore though, which is a shame.
Boo.
Yeah.
And E's saying he makes sliders a lot, but he's not good at making burgers. I mean, sliders are just mini burgers, dude.
That's the problem.
Always bring the first aid kit. Wish I didn't have to. These kids need more than a band-aid.
Yeah, that place shut down, man.
Oh, something's gotta change.
I was upset about it because it was like the only place in town that had that one cider I like on tap.
She might know a way. Someone outside the system.
Those poor kids. They should have had more than a colorful bandage to comfort them.
I mean, honestly, that makes sense to me, E.
From a
I
case.
feel like if you make good sliders, you make good burgers, but I guess it is kind of a different beast. It's like the difference between making cupcakes and a full-size, like, sheet cake.
Well, E's point here is he doesn't make good burgers, so why would he make good sliders? This is gonna be a short chapter.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's because all the flying that you're doing. It's just like, no, there's a lot, like, if this is a normal mission, you'd probably be here like a good hour and a half.
Yeah. Hey, stuff.
Whee!
It's a lot of effort to get back up just for that 10 little thing.
Was it worth it?
No, it wasn't.
See, I feel like that means a lot, though, too, if your roommates like your food, even though you don't like your food. Because, like, it's... But then again, maybe I'm used to Dry. Like, if Dry doesn't like my cooking, he'll straight up just tell me that my cooking's shit.
The other thing, though, with one of E's roommates at least, they didn't have like food options. So their favorite food in the entire world was Panda Express, which, don't get me wrong, I will
Express
chow
isn't bad.
down on some Panda Express.
Yeah.
But that's not my favorite Chinese food I've ever had. Not even close.
No, that's fair. Oh, I had, I was gonna say the Polynesian food truck, but, I had Filipino food for the first time recently.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, Filipino food's great.
Yeah. I found out that flautas, they're basically like the Filipino version of egg rolls, and they are delicious.
Flautas? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a coworker that makes them sometimes.
Oh, lucky you.
I know. I'm just
because since I'm part of the engineering team at work now, they do engineering lunches every week, and wasn't last week, but the week before, we just like went to the Filipino food truck that was like across the street from where we were working at,
hell yeah.
and just like ate out by the balconies. The programmer that we have who like programs all of our machines, like he looked like he was on cloud 9 the entire time he was eating it.
Nice.
Yeah. And then he was saying that he used like a whole bottle of seasoning on like 4 flank steaks. Kind of the size of the flank steaks, that makes sense, but that does sound like too much seasoning. He just hasn't had a good version of some food. He told me he's never had a steak. Sorry, I think he never had a steak. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know I don't make the best steaks in the world, but I try whenever I make it, but I usually marinate mine for 24 hours before I cook my steaks.
If I have to grill it, it's gonna be a shitty steak. If I can do it on like a cast iron, it'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm
For me,
just
it's
really
mostly
bad at
like,
grilling.
I like the marinade that I found online for the steaks that I make.
Marinade can make the steak, honestly.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, more music.
It's a continuation of the song that I was playing earlier.
Yeah. Can't wait till Disney makes this into a movie.
This cave must lead to the mountain pass.
I mean, I could see them doing that.
It stars black people, they won't. This one's you, Robbie.
Wow. Delta 346 found a note in a kid's handwriting saying, "I'm safe and fixed. I don't want to go home. Please. It's better here. Sorry about your leg. With the little heart. I don't know what to do. I think we're going to call off the search. That's what my heart is telling me. I hope this is right."
Can't believe that
Also,
you
it's
let
crazy to
that
get to the age of like 25 and never have a steak.
I mean, weirder things, I guess.
I guess, but man.
I mean, I felt like we had a pretty sheltered life considering we grew up in the tiny-ass town that we were in. Like, steaks was kind of a big deal whenever we were growing up.
Oh, it was absolutely a
even
big
had, like,
deal.
We even had, like, weird steaks that some people are in their adult life have never had, like elk steak.
Yeah, elk was cheaper.
Well, it's less that elk was cheap. It was more that usually, like, somebody hunted an elk, got a pretty big one, got way too much meat for their family and realized it was going to go bad, so they just started giving it away.
Yeah, that's why it's cheap.
To be fair, if you buy it at an actual store, it's not cheap. It's way more expensive than beef.
Well,
But
you would
like
never-
getting it from a hunter, like if you get it from somebody who like, oh yeah, I killed this deer, have some meat, have some jerky, have some steaks or some hamburger meat or something like that, like then it's cheap.
Yeah, see, and that, for us, we just know so many people that hunt. Every year, we just get elk or deer or whatever, so it's totally
Yeah.
fine.
Which it's actually another thing. Bison's actually really good.
Not had bison, actually. I've
Really?
been wanting to try bison.
The ground meat of bison,
Hope
it's
this leads us.
pretty similar to beef, but it's a lot more lean.
Mm.
Exhausted, LaRon got Hazel as close to old Molly's lair as he could. But with
that
her
chapter
growing
9 now?
power, She soared into a gust of wind.
It might be, yeah.
Imagine that.
Like you said, short chapter.
As she got closer
That'd
to
be
the
crazy.
house on the hill, the hair on her neck stood up. But to find them all, she'd have to go through the haunted holler.
Man, deer jerky is genuinely some of the best jerky.
It is pretty good.
Oh, that creepy thing now. Fuck. Yeah, chapter 9. Wow.
Of webs and women.
That would be a good name for a chapter in a real book. Be a good name for a book.
Yeah. I could see that being some weird smut book wherever like a woman has like a romantic relationship with a spider.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Spoon's also saying some venison. It's been forever since they had some deer meat. It's been a hot minute since I've had deer meat, which is weird because of where my mom works now.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the thing is my mom actually prefers bison, so usually whenever I go down to visit, we have bison meat.
It's not beef.
No, it's
I mean,
definitely
look,
not beef. It's
I love
What
beef,
happened
but
there?
when you have the chance to have some
Good
elk or
job
whatever,
hugging
it's great.
Molly.
yeah, elk is pretty good.
I'm coming for you, Mama.
It can be gamey, but just kind of depends. I mean, it's always gonna be gamier than beef, but
Yeah, there's
Oh.
very few. Well, I was gonna say there's very few meats that are less gamey than cow, but
yeah. The
the
thing
more I
also,
think about it, there's some pretty fatty meats out there.
The thing also though, like cow is just not gamey for us because we just have so many of them and we make them fat and lazy, so they never like really work any of that stuff out.
Yeah, exactly.
And we just peacefully kill them, so like no adrenaline ever really happens. Like, if you found like a wild cow, it would probably taste gamey.
Probably like if you had like an Indian cow.
Yeah, yeah.
You'd also probably go to prison if you had ate an Indian cow. But
Oh yeah, yeah. You would not make it to cooking the cow. All right. I woke up the other night because I thought I heard someone's voices in the house. Just me and my cat, Tux. I went out with my intruder to turn, and I swear I saw Tux's mouth moving. He was talking to some little guy. They both looked at me. I blinked, and the little guy was gone. But I saw his wee footprints. I need a lay of the cold medication. But also watch your cats, y'all.
I knew cats talked if you weren't around.
They do. I swear to God, they do. I know my cat
I
knows
spilled
English.
water all over myself. And then Zapoon saying the fear it adds spice. Kind of who you ask. The funny thing is, I guess with Wagyu beef, like I guess they have a certain technique to kill Japanese cows, so that way their muscles don't tense up whenever they die.
Samurai
But
sword.
then, like, I have no idea. Maybe, but yeah, I was gonna say the thing about Wagyu beef, though, especially like A5 Wagyu beef, is like some of the fattiest meat on earth.
Yeah. Yeah, I've wanted to try Wagyu steak at some point, but I gotta be rich
Yeah.
to make that happen.
Yeah, to justify buying $300 of steak and feeding 2 people.
Yeah, exactly. That's either super special occasion and you gotta really make sure you don't fuck that meat up.
Yeah.
Or you just gotta have the money for it.
Like I feel like the day you'll have Wagyu
Oh,
beef might be
hey.
the day that like you come out with a New York bestseller.
Whoa, easy.
That'd
Can I help you,
be
son?
great.
Yeah. It'll also be cause for celebration.
Think
Yeah.
about that creepy old house up on the hill.
Well, sure do. Sure do. Yes, that was once the home of Hug and Molly, the nasty she-devil who plucked all the little children in this here holler right out their beds. Oh, yeah, peel them good and use their guts for galluses. Me, they call me Itchy. I'm the only
Itchy.
schoolboy she ain't never took. Ain't been easy reaching my golden years out yonder, but this here holler's better than on none.
That's a nice story. You mind if I take a look around?
Oh, sure don't, sure don't. You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of $1.
You take debit?
How about one of them gewgaws?
Oh,
Gigas?
no can do. Family heirloom. Maybe I could, I could write you a good review online.
It's a giga though.
Well, just take my payment at the pearly gates.
I'm not sure. I'm guessing he was just like
Be
saying
sure
that
you
thing on your
study them
back.
educating signposts I put up around the holler.
Appreciate you.
Also, E was saying, yeah, whenever Hallway Shot sells $1 billion, we'll stream eating a cube of Wagyu each.
I'm in. Everybody go buy Hallway Shot.
Yeah.
It's not even out for sale yet. Go buy it.
I hate to say it. What Sapoon just said is something they say a lot at work. Every single time someone does something dumb, it's like, hey, but we don't make sense here. We make dollars. Like me smashing my finger on a 3D printer.
Yeah, no, that place is haunted forever. Creepy.
Is this Itchy as a kid?
The Itchy and Scratchy Show.
Yeah, I get the feeling this game is kind of leading towards the fact that Huggin' Molly isn't a bad person, but she makes herself seem like a nightmare just to keep parents away from kids that she saved.
Yeah, I can see it.
We'll see what happens, but that's my theory on it so far.
Oh, you bitch. Boom. Boom shakalaka. NBA Jam, great game. Where's that healing? That, you know, thinking about it, there was that Itchy and Scratchy game that you used to have on NES or SNES. That's probably the most Simpsons I've ever really taken in.
I guess, yeah, you weren't really much of a Simpsons person growing up.
Still not.
You love Futurama, but
Love Futurama.
never
So
much for Simpsons.
Futurama's fantastic.
It is. It's one of those theories that I have that, like, there's really famous shows, but, like, usually their secondary, lesser-known shows tend to be, like, outperform their main show in almost every single way.
I mean, economically, Futurama does not outperform Simpsons still. But
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, though, but, like, people think more fondly of Futurama because it has better storytelling. Like, they had probably some of the smartest writers in the history of Hollywood writing Futurama.
that's true.
But I say that also in the sense of, like, I don't think they did. I was gonna say I don't think the creators of South Park did a secondary show, but like
Itchy's school friend.
normally the other stuff that they do is
They
known
talk
more
about
for
Miss Molly.
than South Park is these days. Like the Book of Mormon.
Yes, yeah,
Them
yeah.
bring
Book of
you
Mormon's
up
still
eventually
huge.
under a house
Super funny
and
show if you ever get a
bring
chance to
back
watch it.
to
Highly
home
recommend. I've seen it
and
twice.
shoes and clothes that weren't hammered down. Itchy couldn't help but reckon about all the possibilities his old pappy had beat him out of.
Oh, she must have been baiting them.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like people talk more about the emotional episodes of Futurama more so than the emotional episodes of The Simpsons.
I only know one
think what
emotional
people
episode
mostly-
of The Simpsons, and that's the "Do It for Her" thing or whatever.
Yeah, that's probably the
Nothing.
most famous
Molly was
one.
luring them in with false hope. That's just evil.
Quick, name 5 emotional Simpsons episodes. Go.
Out of the 750 episodes they have.
Most people I know
Dear Miss
talk more
Davis.
about Simpsons, and by proxy, the emotional ones. This one's you, Robbie.
And he's saying, I don't know all the names. Yeah. But, Dear Miss Davis, thank you for your 10-page letter. We cannot investigate a citizen on suspicion alone. The 3 children you claim were abducted by Molly Radley were never reported missing, nor does the county clerk have any record of them. It is true, however, that some rural parents do not pay to register children at born home. Please contact us if you have any evidence. Sincerely, Sheriff... Oh god, how am I going to say that?
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau. Sheriff Thibodeau.
10 pages? Sounds like more than suspicion to me.
Dear Sheriff Thibodeau, do you believe me now? Every blessed child in the holler has now been taken, save one. I told you so. You could have stopped this, but no. You were too busy stuffing your face with
I was going to
donuts.
say close.
I hope you are proud of yourself. Sincerely, Agnes Davis.
Not the type of thing you want to be right about.
Hey, look.
Looks
Huggin' Molly.
like a nosy housewife, I guess.
She definitely has like a somewhat racist Southern Belle look to her.
Definitely not mind her own business.
It's a pair of binoculars inside. What's upstairs? Ugh, this wallpaper is tacky.
It's also falling apart.
Yeah, well, wallpaper does do that.
Yeah.
A thermos! I can collect 99 of these! For those that don't know, that's a collectible in the first Alan Wake game. And the second one,
If you have no hot drinks, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 thermoses, but something ain't one.
oh, damn it.
Gets you every time.
Every single time. Uh-oh. Aw. Let's try that again, Crouton. Let's not get hit by the first one this time. I think that'll do wonders for us.
Rest of them was fine, but just not that first one. So far, so good.
Yep, nailing it so far. Uh-oh. Nope, did bad.
Not nailing it anymore.
Where's the opening? Run, damn it.
Does Crouton heal over time?
No, he gets like 3 hits, I think.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Where's... What, is it just a throughway? Oh, yeah.
I guess so.
Cool. All that for 5. Jesus.
Was that a rabbit caught in a snare on the other side of those rocks?
Oh, we don't think about rabbits and the snares they may or may not be caught in, are we?
That's what it almost looked like, but then, I don't know. Put a lot of weird things in the background of this game. Like, the intro screen that you saw, like, it was just 2 rabbits fighting in the background.
Yeah. I'll just say, God, I wish I knew where to go. Keep
If
forgetting.
only there was a way.
Itchy must have missed his
That is
friends.
creepy looking.
They look so happy.
Duck season.
Rabbit season.
Duck season.
Rabbit season.
Duck season.
Rabbit season.
Wabbit season.
That red
Duck
yard.
Oh!
season. Fire!
On the right track.
Oh, Looney Tunes.
We watched a lot of Looney Tunes growing up.
He's going to tell us how we fucked that up somehow. I already know it. Your turn, Robbie.
Dear Santa, I've been mostly good. I need shoes. Could you take me to the North Pole with you? I would go barefoot, and if you would, just take me with you. Is it very cold there? I don't mind. Love, Jane. P.S. Could the babies come too? Someone's got to take care of them. Maybe Miss Santa would help me with them. That's sad.
Miss Santa doesn't really do that kind of stuff, kid. Please excuse me from school. Mama and Daddy work doubles all week, and I gotta take care of the babies. I am not playing hooky, I swear. Love, Jane.
Jane cares about those babies so much.
Yeah.
Got scared by the hug and Molly.
Kind of came out of nowhere.
It was written on the wall.
You're written on the wall, Robbie. Shut up.
No.
So I've been watching Scrubs, right? And I don't know if this is where we got it from originally, or if it was just something that was like in the zeitgeist or something. But there's an episode where JD is like, I'm not letting anybody talk bad about me anymore. And then somebody says something. He's like, so's your face. It's like, what? That doesn't even make sense. So's your face not make sense. I don't know if that's where...
That might be why in high school, because I remember in high school, like, your response to everything was your face.
Yeah, yeah.
So that might have been where you got it from.
I think it was.
Yeah. Also, you're right. Daffy Duck doesn't say rabbit season. He mostly says rabbit season. But I think it was Elmer Fudd who mostly said wabbit season. I was trying to do that without spitting all over my computer screen.
I think you should spit more.
I disagree.
Well, it's not like that computer screen was $2,000 or something.
You're not welcome.
No, but close.
Computer monitors, if you want high quality, are so fucking expensive, man.
Yeah, they were really expensive. I got mine on a deal though, because like, to give you an idea like of a deal I got, it was like $400 off what the original price was, because it was a floor model that I got.
Jesus. Get it.
And then E's saying, like, I gave him a good monitor. Or maybe it was D. I forgot, actually. I gave you a monitor. I don't know if it was a good monitor.
It's probably better than what he had,
Probably, but still.
which may have been no monitor. So,
Yeah. To be fair, the monitor that I gave E, I think I like that monitor better than the monitor I gave Drya, but that's neither here nor there.
it does monitor thing.
Yeah, it definitely monitors.
What the fuck? I'm stuck inside of him. Not cool. That's bullshit. Aw, you suck. I got stuck inside of the enemy.
They're changing it up.
No, I think the game just broke.
And yeah, E was saying that he probably had like a 720p monitor before that one. So yeah, because the one I gave you was a 1080p and it did 144 hertz. The main reason I'm not too crazy about the one I gave E is because it's a TN panel, so it doesn't have like the best colors to it. It's kind of bland when it comes to colors.
Yeah, that is one thing that I am particular about when things that I actually like pay attention to.
Yeah,
Which is not
the thing
really
is
PC
like I
monitors.
gave both you and E 144 hertz screens, and I don't think either of you are using 144 hertz on them,
I bet E is.
which is like the main reason to use those monitors.
I would bet E is using it.
Yeah.
I don't because.
Because
Fuck
you're
you.
weird.
I don't need a reason. Fuck you.
Just anti-PC PC monitoring.
Actually,
So to-
do use 120 hertz on my TV, but
Okay. But not on your computer monitor?
no, because like if I'm playing something on computer, I'm probably just trying to get the best performance out of it possible. So I'm just wanting it at 60 FPS anyway.
I mean, I guess. But yeah, how you would check it, you gotta, if you were to right click and choose, alright, just right click anywhere on your screen, go to display settings, and then you should be able to go to advanced display in your settings, and there'll be choose a refresh rate. It'll give you like a list of different refresh rates that you can choose.
He's on like 30.
That's weird. You should have the option to go up to 144, but I guess it also counts what kind of wire you're using too. Like if you're using HDMI, if you're using DisplayPort.
That does affect it.
Yeah.
Shoom. Unweave.
See what the unweave tells you
Rugged
now.
holler, calloused hands and heart. Ever grown up itch you turn to, treated children like nails or wheaten a hammer.
That's a fucking random ass
His
refresh rate.
pappy? Well, he did worse. Come night, itch you dream about peculiar angels who'd enfold his aching body into their soft, heavy wings.
That's so heartbreaking. Itchy must have felt so alone.
Yeah, there are some monitors that like they go up to 75 hertz, so that does kind of make sense.
It's just such a weird refresh rate.
Yeah. But no, the fact that because like sometimes it'll show that as like it won't go up to 75, but it'll go up to 74.973.
For what? For what?
For accuracy reasons.
I can't believe no one helped him.
I also can't believe nobody helped that stump.
Yeah, they're lying to you. They're holding back that last what 26 or 0.026 hertz.
They're hiding it. They're using it for themselves. I know how this game's played. What? Oh. Wait, what again? what are you gonna do here?
Good question.
I feel like I
Maybe
need
you were
a...
that tree somehow. But
Oh, God. Fuck. Oh, I see.
Nah, you cooking with the rocks?
Now you're cooking with rocks, kid. All right, I'm gonna go back to the hospital. I don't think I'm well.
Also, might need to go to the dentist soon. It is very possible Safun is stealing some of your, like, the other 75 hertz. So, like, maybe his is, like, 75.026. Put them both together, then... Actually, no, that doesn't even equal up to 144 hertz. But no, like, one of the monitors I gave you, or the one I gave you, like, a long time ago, if you're still using that one, it is capable of doing 144 hertz.
You think E would just not be using it? He's one of those people who are like, I'm not buying a new TV. I have a TV.
That is true. He does prefer his CRT TV in comparison to flat screen, so
He plays a lot of old games, so that's fair, though.
he does.
That's E style. Old things and bad things.
That being said, I'm pretty sure E would, like, really, really be happy with, like, one of those old professional, like the professional monitors that they used before they had flat screens. So it was like a 7-inch CRT that used like really weird cables on the back of it, but like had really, really good color production because they needed it to like make sure everything was color corrected on TV.
Yeah.
Everyone called it an accident, but Itchy's eyes hung on a red yarn wrapped around the body. The morning prior, he'd swung by the house on the hill, but hadn't found a soul. Strings of red had led him to a crackling fire, where he'd spilled his secrets, even knows about his pappy. Today, the summer heat roasted his pappy on the concrete.
The fact that anybody tries to genuinely play
Just like the
N64
trailer.
games is crazy to me. It's like the worst performing console ever.
I mean, arguably, like counting on the game, the PlayStation 1 performed worse, but
Yeah, but I didn't have a PlayStation 1, so...
fair. I had like a hand-me-down PS1, but it was one that like you'd have to like restart a game every now and then. So it's like on the 5th try of trying to get it to work, it would actually work.
Managers.
Manages. Oh.
I don't remember
I
who
wasn't sure
read
if it was you
last,
or me.
so I'll go for it. Actually, you know what?
Okay.
Let's both do it. 3,
Okay.
2, 1. Managers.
Managers.
There's mandatory overtime this weekend before the break.
Before the break.
No exceptions.
No exceptions.
If people are unable to commit, they will not receive PTO.
PTO.
I expect to
I
hear
expect
numbers
to hear
by EOD.
numbers by EOD.
I bet that sounded great
Which
on
is-
stream. I think we nailed it.
Apparently, it sounded like we had a bad echo there. So our normal echo on top of us talking on top of each other just made like the worst echo possible.
When Jorah runs at a smooth 30, there's no such thing as a smooth 30.
Smooth cinematic 24 frames a second. Which that is actually one of the downsides of like having a high refresh rate monitor. Whenever something's running at a low refresh rate, you can really tell on a high refresh rate monitor.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you can still kind of tell on normal TVs, but like you can really tell on a high refresh rate.
Yeah, I mean, with monitors, you're so close to, also. So, like,
Yeah. I mean, I put mine kind of far back. Like mine is about an arm's length, so my monitor is about like 3 feet away from my face.
yeah, I
I also
guess
have
you
big
have long
monitors.
arms.
Or maybe 2.5 feet. Like I don't know. Like I'm barely touching it with my fingers whenever I reach all the way out.
Yeah, same for me.
As long as you have like your helper arm, considering how far away your TV is from where you usually play.
It's actually funny. The TV here in the studio is farther away than the TV in my actual area.
Yeah, that makes sense. Last time I actually went to Best Buy too. Like the guys there kept on trying to talk me into buying a Bravia TV.
I mean, Bravia is a good TV brand.
It's a good TV. I just don't have $3,000 for a TV.
Take out a loan. Sounds like you're not trying hard enough.
Because it was one of those things like, yeah, go ahead and buy yourself a new Bravia. It's like, I don't know what I would do with a 85-inch screen TV in my 500 square foot apartment. Like, oh, enjoy it. Like, no, it's too close.
Terrifying.
Oh, you'd have a great time. What do you mean? What would you do?
With those kids?
Just doing anything they can. Like, oh, but yeah, you don't even like. It's gonna save you so much on electricity. You don't even need to turn your lights on anymore.
Especially if I got like a mini LED.
Yeah. All right, this real quick. That's the next TV I want in like 3 or 4 years. Is, I mean, who knows whatever
Mini LED.
other TV technology will be out by then, but
Yeah.
the goal is for the next TV is I want to get super, super fancy.
That's a fair goal.
It's
Because yeah,
not
it's
like
one of the conversations that I had is like I honestly prefer mini LED to OLED because I know OLED has like some definite advantages in comparison to mini LED, but like burn-in is a big deal for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know like one of the technologies that is it's been talked about for years, but they need to perfect it better. Is basically a TV screen that has 2 panels in it. One being black and white and the other one being colored. So the panel that's behind it basically is just like, you know, since it's black and white, it just turns on and off the lights to whatever brightness they need. So it's like having OLED with the advantages of having a mini LED.
Yeah, that's kind of from like showcase stuff that I've been reading about. That's kind of where they're going with it, with like the mini LED technology, is they want to kind of put QLED and mini LED together.
Which would look really good, don't get me wrong, but like
Yeah, it would look great.
I have a feeling that TV is going to get very expensive and probably get very hot.
Yes, it's gonna give off some heat.
Yeah, because they're going to need like some very powerful lights to push through 2 polarizer screens.
Yeah.
Show me what else.
Who knows? Maybe in 4 years or whatever, they're gonna be pushing 8K like crazy. I doubt it.
They kind of are pushing 8K, just not very hard.
It's because nobody fucking needs 8K.
No, like the only people who need 8K is just like, oh, I don't want to. I want to have Retina display on my 200-inch screen TV.
Yeah, yeah. It's
If only
Nobody
he hadn't
needs
sent
that.
his guts to Miss Molly. Maybe the man who hurt him could have found something to
he
love.
says I don't intend to buy a new monitor or TV for the rest of my life.
Solution for his deal.
It'll probably happen, but he doesn't intend to do it.
Itchy shouldn't have had to bear that guilt. It ain't his fault.
Itchy has a pretty sad story.
Yeah, Itchy's not like having a good go of it.
Yeah. Now you gotta run from hugging Molly.
You were tenacious.
Molly's gonna hug me. Ah, God, I did.
Only option. I have to find
Oh God, I did.
Turns out you'd rather drown than get hugged by hugging Molly.
I mean, strangers hugging you is kind of scary.
It counts on the stranger.
Nope. I've never been like, oh, I don't know this person, but yeah, this is what I needed.
No, like I said, I think it counts in like the situation, like especially if you're like at one of like those hippy dippy concerts and like the band is like preaching love to everybody and like doing like the whole like talk to the person next to you, say hi, make a friend today and stuff like that. Every now and then you'll get a hug from somebody, but it makes sense because it's like everybody like just trying to be good to each other.
I think it's called church.
Now getting that too. That's happened to me at churches before too. Now being hugged by somebody at a bathroom though, that's a whole other thing.
That's a different thing.
That's scary.
And to be fair, when we went to the When We Were Young thing, I did hug a few random people. I didn't
Yeah.
initiate the hug, but the hug did occur.
Yeah. But yeah, like in events like that, it makes sense. Or like sometimes at conventions, because like you'll have like a small conversation with someone in line and like really be like, hey, like it was nice. Like I may never see you again, but it was really nice to meet you. And like just have like a hug of just like a hope all is well moving forward kind of thing. Like so sometimes stuff like that will happen. But like I said, it just counts in the context of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, one hug that I got was a really, 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 really drunk guy who lost his phone in the crowd, and he was crowd surfing during Say Anything, which, by the way, Say Anything concerts get fucking wild, apparently. But he's crowd surfing during Say Anything, and I dropped him. And then he got up and he was like, "Oh, it's all good, bro. It's all good." And then he hugged me. And then he hung around for like a while. And then he came back near the end of the show looking for his phone in the crowd, and I don't think it had a happy ending.
Quite possibly not.
That was a good festival. I would recommend people go to that if they like even a couple of the bands.
To
It
the
was a
when we
good
were
time.
young.
Yeah. What if it's like a Japanese mascot hugging you? I'd feel worse. Like
I'd
even
be
less.
okay. Counting on which Japanese mascot it is.
I was about to say a thing that I'd have to bleep later. Never mind. Some cuss words you can't say.
I mean, you can, you just shouldn't.
Yeah.
What? Oh, Lord. Itchy? Itchy? You know I can hear you, right?
Well, it's a right relief the tragical tale of Hug and Molly didn't scare the skin off your bones.
Oh, no. I love the tour. Just one question. Why didn't she take you?
Well, when old Molly came around and attacked my daddy, I put up the fight of my life and done won it too.
It's just... I read once on this website. Didn't she kill your dad?
Everyone who comes here watches them damn true crime
Okay,
podcasts.
wait. I came all this way to hear your story. The real story, Itchy. Come on.
Yeah, the sorry Suggins who lived in this here holler made them mountain peaks feel as snug as teeth on a bear trap. Something I come to realize about my school friends, they wanted to be took. Even by the devil's conjures.
Come on, game, make me cry. Do it. I dare you.
Up that damn mountain. Figments of my imagination. And I do yell out, I wish Molly took me too. Could have if I chose, but I didn't neighbor much with courage. Never could figure out how to fit all that on scraps of wood.
Itchy,
You did your best, buddy.
just a kid.
Happen on any money, Summers?
What?
For the ticket?
I thought that we settled that already.
Wasting my time up here.
All I wanted was $1.
Yeah.
To be fair, if there's a Japanese mascot of Hug and Molly, it'd probably be all kawaii anyways.
It would definitely be.
Itchy really did want to stand up.
Before giant eyes.
Obviously still feels guilty.
Nope. Yes, we're doing ledges, not wall runs.
God.
So I think it'd be kind of funny if like you had to do like a whole big quest and like at the end of the quest, like, oh, there's $1 on the floor.
Could happen.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's go.
Dun 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 dun.
You know what about movies I don't own that I need to own, Robbie?
Ain't got no time to play.
All of them?
That's the ones. Naked Gun. I don't own any Naked Gun movies.
We did enjoy the Naked Gun movies growing up.
They're so funny.
They are. I don't know, I think for me, like, the next movies on my list of ones I need to get, they're just very pricey at the moment, is Companion and Sinners.
Yeah, Companion is $30 still because it's new, or 24
Yeah.
if you get the Blu-ray, I guess. Do you even have a thing
No,
to play
if it-
4Ks?
No, I don't, but pretty sure they have Blu-rays of that one.
They do.
They
I think
don't
it's
have Blu...
24 for the Blu-ray though.
Yeah. But all I keep on finding are the 4Ks for like 35 bucks.
Yeah, 4Ks are pricey for new.
Yeah. And then for how successful Sinners was, I can see that being an expensive DVD too.
From what I remember, I think they said it's going to be 40 when it comes out.
Ouch.
Yeah. But it's going to have the IMAX aspect ratios in it, so it's going to go from the full aspect to the letterboxed, so all that. So that'll be cool.
Be interesting.
That's also one that I'm actually really, really excited to watch in 4K. Whoa, that just fucked me up hardcore. That's one I'm excited to watch in
It's a sliver of
4K
health.
because the HDR specifically, I think is gonna look incredible in that.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm out. Fuck.
I mean, it looked pretty good in theaters, but I don't think we watched like the standard version of it, so we didn't get a whole lot of HDR.
We watched it in IMAX, but we watched it in our
did?
IMAX. Yeah, we went and saw it in IMAX. You don't remember that?
No, I remember we watched it. I just don't remember it being on IMAX, I guess.
Yeah, we watched it in IMAX. Although our theater is what is considered to be LIMAX because it's not the full screen size. It's the correct aspect
Right.
ratio. It's just not the right size.
Not the correct screen size and color correction and blah, 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 blah.
Well, I mean, it has color correction, but it's digital. That projector is. So when it's a new bulb, it looks incredible, but the bulb they had in there was pretty old.
Yeah. Because it didn't feel very HDR-y whenever we watched it.
No. It was really dark. There were scenes that I actually could not see when we went and saw it. Went and saw it in digital, in Dolby Digital, the XD,
Yeah.
with
Oh, that
Liz
movie be so...
a couple weeks later, and it's better when it's brighter. I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah.
No doubt
I was
about
gonna
that.
say with like the Dolby Atmos, with the music they had in that, I'm pretty sure that music was banging.
So good, so good. That's a good soundtrack too, by the way.
It is. Yeah, one of my friends at work that really likes that movie. I guess he listened to the soundtrack quite a bit. But so like every now and then when he sees me at work, I just hear behind me someone going like, "I pick poor Robbie clean. I pick poor Robbie clean."
On the soundtrack for that, actually, they have the original recording of that song. God, it
Yeah,
sounds
so-
fucking creepy.
Yeah. Whenever he's doing the whole like we just want to come in for one night. Couldn't you just let us all be family for one night?
But like the thing is that in the movie, that's a cover they sing. Like I'm saying, the soundtrack includes like the very original recording of that song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it sounds awful, but it's creepy as hell.
That's kind of the thing about old recordings too, is like they just do creepy really well.
Yeah, I don't think they meant
It's
to.
one
but-
reason why like even though like 28 years later kind of repopularized the Boots poem, like there's nothing like a bunch of people did cover it, but none of them do it justice because that old creepy like 1900s recording that they have of it just like adds to like the unsettling nature of that poem.
Yeah. Also, he says they call it LIMAX because you can lie down and sleep. No, you actually cannot in IMAX. They don't give you reclining seats in IMAX theaters.
Yeah,
So
that'd be the Dolby Digital, or I guess
Yeah.
the Sleepy Digital for E.
yeah. Oh, also,
Which you can take a nap up until the seats start vibrating on him.
Oh, you better. get that, I guess. We'll do that, rather.
Yeah, that seems like a point of no return, kind of.
Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it? Seems like I'm supposed to go down. Well, maybe not supposed to, but it seems like I can go that way. Did I come from that way? Now I'm just confused.
Getting turned around.
It wants me to go up there, obviously. But how did I come in this way?
Did you
way
coming through that way?
Did I come in through this way?
I think you did.
Yeah, I did. I did come in through this way. Okay.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah, we're talking too much about Sinners and IMAX to know what you're doing in the game.
Yeah. Also went and saw Bring Her Back.
I don't know if I've even heard of that one.
That is the next movie from the Philippou brothers, who did Talk to Me.
Oh, okay. I know which one you're talking about now.
Yeah.
How was that one?
It was good. It was very, very good. I actually like it more than Talk to Me.
Okay.
It feels like a movie that's more sure of itself. Like it has more of a consistent tone throughout the whole thing. It was very good. There's some people that I know went and saw it and it scarred them, which
This is
Nice.
fair. It's not a movie that you take normies to, I think.
Okay.
But also, like,
Like not quite at like my level of horror, I guess I should say.
yeah, like, I wouldn't worry about, like, taking you to go see it. But I
Right.
might think twice about taking an E to see it, you know?
That's fair. Like we had to rethink movies we were going to show for the podcast just because of E, because we learned the hard way of like, oh, like he does not deal well with some of these situations.
Yeah, some things you just can't do with an E. Like, I don't think Liz would enjoy it very much. It's not like it's super, super gory, but when it is, it's very, very gory. There's just
Okay.
not a lot of sections of gore.
So it's like not very gory, but the parts where there are gore, it's very impactful.
Yes. Yeah, that's a better
Okay.
way to say it, actually, yeah. There are some shocking moments in it. I think it's extremely well acted. If the main actress in that does not get like a Golden Globe or an Oscar nomination, I'm kind of going to be furious.
When word spread of what Ichi said regarding Molly, the Hollow folk decided to pay her a visit. They'd always been afraid of the tales surrounding her eerie house on the hill. But instead of an old recluse, they found a monstrous creature. Terrorized, she fled
Hey, don't you
from
have to be
house
up in
to
like
house.
4 hours?
But not bad.
Just
Hugging
curious.
Molly came back for the callous children.
I mean, I hope he doesn't have to be awake in 4 hours. That's going to be brutal.
I think he kind of does. I knew I saw Hugging Molly back there.
Except for Ichi, who had driven Miss Molly away.
She destroyed so many families. I won't let her destroy mine.
Now that Pick Poor Rabbit Clean is stuck in my head, Robbie, thank you.
I think it was Robin that they used. Like I picked the poor Robin clean.
Oh, you're right. It is Robin. You're right.
Yeah. But because it's so close to my name, like I'll just hear that every now and then behind me. It's like, pick poor Robbie clean.
All right, Robbie, this note to you.
Did you get them?
Oh.
You
What did she
something.
get?
I was going to try to read it.
You nailed it,
You're
Robbie.
causing so much pain.
I'm feeling that switcheroo coming around.
You mean Rougarou?
No, we already dealt with that.
Now here's a real one for you, Robbie.
Dear Miss Molly, I heard you got some food or toys and food at your house. Could I please have some food? I don't mind for me, but the babies are hungry, and I don't know when Mom and Daddy are gonna get home from work next. I don't need toys, just food for the babies, and for me if you have extra. Love, Jane. P.S. Please don't tell. Please don't tell that I asked for charity. I'd get whipped. I would get
wish
whipped,
had to
I
beg
should
for
say.
food, much less a child.
Ooh, turtle. Gross. Not the fact that it's a turtle, just like a turtle skeleton is weird.
They are kind of cool though. Like apparently a turtle skeleton, whenever you like look inside of the shell, its ribs are actually part of the shell.
Yeah, they're built into it. You take them out of the shell, that kills that turtle.
Yeah.
Alright, Skelly. This one's a me. Lacey Winston, Prospero Social Services. It is my immediate recommendation that Matt be transferred to a foster family as soon as one is available. He suffers from malnutrition. He has not been to a school in a month, and both of his parents suffer from addiction. He cannot thrive in this environment. I know the county is low on potential foster families, but his situation requires immediate action.
I didn't know Mama came way out here. What was that?
Also, he was saying, to be fair, I'm getting
like
driven to the
kicking out.
airport, so I don't need to be awake and drive.
Fair. Do you guys like go fly in and then immediately go to like tournament, or is it like you guys have a day and then tournament's next day kind of thing?
And Safun is saying, what are you saying? Super Mario lied to me about turtles?
I would never say that, but I would heavily imply it. Ooh, I hear music. Where's this music? Chase the music. Where do I go? Is that Itchy singing?
Might be.
Ooh,
That
that's
can't be
creepy.
good.
That's fine.
Where is she?
Gotcha.
What the? That looks like our house. And that's... Mama. What is all this?
It's a play.
Wait.
Oh, what happened to her? We're about to find out, I guess. I don't know why I'm asking
Washed
you.
up on an island?
We're watching it for the first time together.
Yeah.
Hugging Molly? What are you doing? Hey, get off of her!
My puppets!
So you did take her. Give me my mama back.
That sure seemed like a no.
I mean, it sounded more like a but. And he's saying Friday is when it starts. Tomorrow is mostly about getting our passes. Fair?
Sounds like a fun time. Not for like me, but you know.
Yeah.
I
This is
wouldn't
kind of
enjoy it.
ease. I was gonna say culture, but not culture. What's the word I'm thinking of? Kind of like his tribe, if you will.
That's true.
I've gotta stop her.
This is people.
Can't let her harm me.
Yeah.
Didn't look quickly enough. I think like the only game event I would go to would be like a Game Fest or something like that. Like a Game Awards maybe.
Yeah. I feel like PAX East would be pretty fun.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I would like go out of my way to go there though.
Yeah, because you'd have to go all the way to the East Coast for that.
Yeah. I don't like travel, so
I mean,
traveling
travel's fine.
traveling's
The last time
boring.
that I had a big travel moment, it was hard, but it was my fault that it was as hard as it was, so I have no one to blame but myself for that.
I just don't like traveling. Gotta pack a bag, you gotta go places, you gotta get to places on time. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
This letter's you, Robbie. Oh, that's short.
Is it true that Lacey woman is coming? I never seen a woman made out of lace. I wonder if she's she's a giant spider too. I can't tell if the new kid is pulling my leg or not.
Giant spider.
A woman made of lace. Is he talking about
Ridiculous.
Mama? Hey, this was mine. I remember putting it in the giveaway box. What's it doing here?
I'm telling you, our Hug and Molly is just made to sound like she's scarier than she actually is to keep abusive parents away from her the kids.
Mm.
All the signs keep pointing that way. Thinking maybe she's eating the kids. Who knows?
It could be either,
Yeah.
but I'm betting it's that first thing. All right. Get that. What games you playing lately, Robbie? You playing anything?
Pretty much the same. Got a little bit farther on Metal Hellsinger.
Good game.
I haven't been playing it a lot, but I've been playing it. What else have I played?
Ouch.
Trying to remember what it was. I only played a little. Oh, been getting a little bit more into No Man's Skies lately too.
Oh man, that game is super fun actually.
Yeah, and then like I got to look up the game really quick. It's on my Steam account. It's real cheap game. It's called Superflight. Like I think full price, it's like a $3 game. It's just a time waster, but man, is it you can just definitely waste some time on that game. It's like I don't want to say it's up there with Vampire Survivor, but it's close.
Vampire Survivor is quite the time waster.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to do with VR is play No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being a game you could spend a lot of time in VR playing.
You can, and if you mess up the flight controls, you get real sick.
Yeah, I can see that happening to you.
Get real spinny.
Yeah. That is one of the things is like I know you absolutely love playing VR, but it must really suck sometimes getting motion sickness.
It really depends on the game, honestly. Like Resident
Yeah,
Evil
I kinda
4
figured.
VR and Resident Evil Village VR, like no problems at all. Actually, don't get sick at all. I can play those for like 6-7 hours,
Can't reach it.
no problem. But then like, actually, and even No Man's Sky, like I can play that for however much time, but once I start flying is when it like really fucks with me.
Okay.
So it's just dependent.
No, that's fair. Because I think it is one of those things. Because like the game that you like legitimately got really sick playing makes a whole lot of sense that you got sick playing it, considering it's just a giant roller coaster and arguably like one of the worst VRs you can play in.
What are these?
Yeah,
for?
yeah. First PSVR, not great.
Jesus, big black.
That being said, like I've dealt with worse VR than that, but like
That's hot.
it was
Hot, hot, hot.
hot, hot, hot.
Need to light that
The
gas again.
oh, what was it? The very first Oculus, like the dev kit that they had, the one that was at like 300p.
Oh yeah,
Like-
yeah. I remember you telling me.
Yeah,
about
I
that.
got to try one of those out at Comic-Con like back in 2014.
See, that would have just instantly. That would have fucked me up. I already
Yeah,
know.
I don't think it would. I don't think the demo would have fucked you up the way that I played the demo probably would have fucked you up. Because like all it really was is like you put on the VR glasses and like it's like you're going into a ship and the door's closing and you're looking at Earth from space. And everybody like while they were like looking at it through VR was like, "Whoa, this is so cool!" And they were standing still while they were playing it. And then whenever I got it, like in its, I think it might have been 60 FPS. I'm not 100% sure, but like I'll take off my headphones for this just to give you an idea. Whenever I was in VR with it, I decided I wasn't going to keep my head still, just looking at Earth the entire time. So whenever they put the headset on, I was just going like,
Nice.
yeah. Which there was definitely latency whenever you move your head in the original VRs.
Yeah, yeah. I imagine.
So like, yeah. So like you would move your head and then like it wouldn't move at like 100%. So there was like a lag to you moving your head side to side in that original development kit.
Ugh. Now it's kill.
Yeah. Which I feel like I should look that up for like the original Oculus dev kit.
What's down there?
Not the dev kit to the original dev kit.
Okay.
That should work.
All right. So that turns that back on.
Okay. got those specs. I'm going to compare them to the PSVR 2.
I have an idea of which one's better.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a dev kit.
Also, you just died.
Yeah, I sure did. But it saves the thing I did, so that's nice.
This is spooky.
Yeah, PSVR 2 is a really good headset for the price.
Yeah,
And if
it
like
definitely is. I would say like the okay, you're saying the
Jeff says you
PSVR is
hate
good for
this place.
headset for the price, right?
PSVR 2.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say also is Oculus, but I wanted to make sure that you were talking about PSVR and I didn't mishear it,
Oh yeah.
like a lot of things. But yeah, I was gonna say the Oculus 3 is pretty good for the price too. I just don't like the idea of giving money to Mark Zuckerberg.
Yep. And plus, like, I very much have VR for video games.
Yeah.
And like,
Find a way to
an
open that
Oculus
door.
is not just a video game machine, really. Although you can hook it up to a computer and very much make it that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, the very first Oculus kit came out. No, it was announced July 31st, 2012, and came out March 28th, 2013, and they only sold 60,000 of them
I believe it.
because it was very niche whenever it was out there. So like the fact that they even had one of those at Comic-Con whenever I went was like a big deal for me. Discontinued. It requires a connection to PC, of course. The headset per eye resolution was 640 by 800 and had a refresh rate of 60 hertz and had non-positional 3DOF tracking and was sold without controllers. So you had no controllers with it either. It was just the headset.
Oh, cool. Let's just go.
And it only had 90 degrees of visible FOE, which is not good.
No.
And I don't know how it is compared to some of the other ones, but it weighed 380 grams, apparently.
That's a fake number to me that doesn't make any sense because I'm American.
Air conditioning.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm not sure if it's heavy in comparison to some other headsets. But anyways, to give you an idea, PSVR 2 tech specs uses OLED screens. It is 2000 by 2040 per eye, so it's basically like a bit like 5K almost.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite 5K, but almost there. It's either 90 hertz or 120 hertz, counting on which mode you're in. It has the adjustable lens separation, which I don't even think the original dev kit had that. It was one of those, like, if it was blurry, then you had to, like, kind of physically move the set. Has a field of view of 110 degrees, so 20 degrees more than the original one did.
Yep.
Also has 6-axis motion, which makes it to where it's, like, very smooth to move your head around in it.
Yes, it does feels quite nice in that regard.
Yeah.
I
Also built-in
also-
microphone and headphone jack.
It does. It
Which
does
I
have
don't
both
think
of
the-
those.
Yeah, which I don't think the original dev kit had those either. Like, the original dev kit wasn't good, especially in comparison to, like, what we have now, but it was...
Yeah.
The fact that, like, people made it work at all was impressive.
All right, I can squeeze through that gap.
Squeeze through what gap? Oh, did that open a door? And like PSVR 2 is not like the best VR, but for the price, it's pretty good VR.
Yeah. To be fair, though, like, the best VR you can get is, like, a $3,000 headset.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I also want to put you on other VR things because the 2 VR things that I've had you do was a very like janky horror game.
Yeah, but I'm kind of used to janky horror things when it comes to VR because I don't have a lot of experience in VR.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff I've done is janky horror.
Yeah, and then the other one was Resident Evil, but I had it playing in quality mode for you, so it was like
Yeah.
running around 40
And since I'm, like,
FPS.
super... Yeah, so whenever the fact that I'm super sensitive to frame rates, like, I was like, it feels kind of janky. You're like, no, it's fine. I was like, no, it's fine, but it feels janky.
Yeah. So I want to put you in RE4 Remake VR in performance mode because it's much better.
She's a xenomorph.
Just a little hugger. Pops out of her chest.
Wake up, Mom. I'm sorry. I tried, Mom. I really tried.
Somehow less creepy when she's bigger.
It was you!
I think you're right, Robbie. I think we're about to kill an innocent or something.
You're gonna regret that.
How do I even...
It's weird how, because of like they're doing it on purpose, it's like smooth but janky, or like, but like, I don't want to say janky, but it has like definitely like that stop motion feel to it, even though it is playing at 60 frames a second.
Yeah, like
You can definitely tell with the bigger characters.
yeah, they do it on purpose. Which, like, that's why I was saying it's kind of weird. Like, it's like an odd feeling.
I hate you.
One of the few weak spots that attacks back.
Life of Chuck premieres tomorrow, and I really want to see it.
Right outside.
Not sure if I know what that one is either.
It's based on Stephen King
Right outside.
short story, but it's more of one of his heartfelt things.
Yeah. So like in the same vein as like Shawshank Redemption or Hearts of Atlas.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
But it is directed by Mike Flanagan,
Ooh.
so
Mike Flanagan is a really solid director.
such a good director. And he's like the Stephen King whisperer.
The water's rising.
Yeah. That was a bad idea.
What was I supposed to do? Not
Go
that.
up.
Oh, just go follow the trail. I see.
Yeah. You're just thinking wrong. Oh yeah, I do remember seeing the trailer for Life of Chuck.
Looks real good. So if you
Yeah.
want to go to a
Tom
premiere tomorrow,
Hiddleston-
Robbie, let me know.
I mean, I doubt it, but yeah, like Tom Hiddleston, Mark Hamill, Karen Gillian, Matthew Lillard. Like they have some pretty big names for it.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Just let me know if you want to go tomorrow.
If I have time, but doubtful. I would like to go though.
I'm not done with you.
Real dark right there. Can't see anything.
Yeah, it definitely feels like
Oh, God
she's
damn
not
it.
trying to. The only reason she's trying to fight you right now is because you're attacking her.
Yeah. It does feel that way.
You don't get to run away.
Where? Up. Keep going up. Dun, dun, dun. All right, next fight.
Dun,
Hopefully
dun.
there's some health down here.
There you are.
No, just eating right away.
All right.
There we go.
Dun, 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 dun. There we go.
Come on.
What? Way over there? That's not even fair. May as well get this. go. I think.
Yes!
Ruh-roh.
You got this.
That's not the one I wanted to grab.
I mean, it's only stupid if it doesn't work.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Hey, don't say a thing I said. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, there we go.
Oh no. Water's getting higher.
Dun, 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 dun.
You'll answer for what you do.
Thank you, Windows, for telling me that I have no security
I
threats.
won't let you steal any
That
more.
was unnecessary.
It's just letting you know, Robbie. Just,
Yeah.
hey, by the way, no one's trying to steal your stuff. Just so you know.
That's fine. Just let me know if people are trying to steal my stuff.
Makes you
No
more
one's trying to steal
paranoid.
your
You're like,
stuff.
I wasn't
Thank you.
I wasn't thinking anybody was, but now I am.
Yeah. It's kind of like the original like Windows 10 setup screen, and did like the don't worry about what we're doing in the background. Well, I wasn't, but now I am.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. Oh,
This isn't over.
yeah, we don't. Thought that was gonna be a thing I had to break.
But apparently not.
Oh, here we go.
No more run.
Woo! All kinds of breaks in this platform.
Got to make it harder somehow for this last stage,
Yeah.
or what I assume is going to be the last stage.
I swear there's 13 chapters. So,
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying this last match for like you going against Molly.
oh yeah.
So, because I have a feeling this is going to be like the, what is it? The third act. Fuck, what is it called?
Misunderstanding.
Yeah, the third act misunderstanding, and then there's going to be an actual final boss that like deserves for you to kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. It's gonna turn out my mom is terrible.
Like she's the real bad guy the entire time.
Yeah.
It seems like it's going to be it's been hinting towards that it's your grandma the entire time, but that could also be another red herring.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Just one more.
This whole fight, I've been not locking onto her. Man, locking onto her makes the camera control here way better.
You can concentrate more on dodging more so than keeping the camera on her.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh man, that makes this fight almost too easy, actually. And we did it.
We did it, Reddit. That's an old joke.
He makes a good point. When are we going to get the third act understanding?
Right? Like you misunderstand the entire time, by the third act, you're like, oh, I get it now.
Mama's locking.
And it's called Christopher Nolan movie. Put him down. Hey.
But
It's dark. My lungs are burning, full of water and silt. Body breaking in 100 places.
Mama?
A flash of red. Sunrise breaking over the horizon, warming me like wildfire. Mending cracks Molly
One woman show.
doing what she's always done. But I never truly seen healing.
Dun.
Molly was healing you?
You hurt Miss Molly. Lacey woman is gonna be mad at you.
Lacey woman.
She doesn't like mean people. That's why she brings us around Molly, to keep away from the meanies.
She brought you here?
I called it.
Yep, you
The
did. You sure
missing
did.
kids. The ones Mama said the system failed. Oh my gosh, she rescued you.
You kind of look like her. Except she's nice, and you're not.
Ooh, we're the villain.
Molly can save her.
Are we the bad guys?
Molly, come back. Molly must
Wait,
have gone this way.
Are we
Is
the
it too late
baddies?
to apologize? Is it too late to apologize?
I mean, according to that song, Robbie, it is absolutely too late.
Yeah. Good song though.
Is it?
I like it.
I only know it for the one line.
It is a lot of that one line.
Stop it.
It's kind of like that song by Ambassador X, or X-Ambassadors? It's either X-Ambassadors or Ambassador X, like that song Unsteady. They just say unsteady a lot in that one, but it is a good song.
It's X-Ambassadors, but I don't know what song you're talking about.
Hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady.
Oh, right. I don't like that song
Also
either.
can't hit high notes that well.
I mean, I don't dislike that song. I guess I just don't think
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, I think it hit me a little bit harder because it is about like a relationship failing because one person is a raging alcoholic and seeing it through the child's perspective.
Yeah, that would
That would
hit
hit me
you a
harder
little
than you.
harder.
Yeah.
Right, climbing.
I guess one thing you'd probably also find interesting about X-Ambassadors is apparently their keyboardist is blind.
Huh?
Yeah,
That would be difficult.
it would be. There's a lot of really good blind musicians, but like,
Molly,
man, it'd be so much more
I'm
difficult to learn
sorry.
blind.
You were trying to
Yeah,
say that you
yeah.
saved her, but I didn't understand. Maybe I
It's
could
fine.
fix
I'm
the-
just dying.
Bunny,
Careful, dear. That's a wild animal.
you're wrong. She helps people. What are you doing? Wait, no! She's a friend. She saved my mom. She's healing her.
Oh, I know. And now, she will save my daughter.
Stop! 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 You're hurting her!
It's the exact thing you said, Robbie.
Yeah.
Bye, Spider-Woman.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Watch your toe.
She was only helping.
I have my own family to think of.
Family? Trey? Cherie?
Keep her name off your lips. She deserves the world.
Keep my daughter's name out your
You
motherfucking mouth.
For help, you murderer.
Stupid girl.
That was a weak slap.
With this,
Yeah.
I can live her life.
You used me.
I did. Why should I borrow?
Okay.
I can just take.
You used me. I
You look
most
so
certainly
much like your
did.
mother, but you're just like my feckless son. A mistake.
Damn.
When I was a little old sack fry, folks watched out for me. But besides Lacey, Hazel didn't have nobody like that. Not even her grandma. So naturally, I gave her a helping fin.
A helping fin, huh? Sure. But this part's better told by me. Free falling through the air like that? Betrayed. Scared. But still, I only had my mama on my mind. And I found her. Just to lose her again. Never really realized how much of Mama's world I didn't know about. Discovering she relied on hugging Molly to rescue abused children. I had it all wrong. Getting her back felt like an impossible dream. But
What is that?
I wouldn't give up on her.
And that.
She
Actually, I know
never
what that's. Crouton. Aw, Crouton
with the
saved
hook's
us.
like, back, you fiend! Light in the darkness. That would be pretty fun if you played this entire chapter as Crouton.
I might. Oh, I'm not though.
Back again? What
That would've
is
been
this
fun.
place?
Yeah.
All right, let's get through chapter 10, at least, and then maybe call it.
Yeah. That definitely sounds fair.
Mama!
Yeah.
I'm here!
Who could have ever seen that coming?
What's up,
Indeed,
Mama?
Sifun.
How did you... Hold on, Ma!
Yeah, you kind of been in chat this whole time. I feel like you could have been here. Yeah.
What are you doing? Who are you?
You just want to make sure it wasn't going to be here too late.
Wait. Your voice. The bottle tree. That fog chasing me.
Oh, that's no common foul. Meet me at Kushma's Cabaret. Your mother and I will be waiting for you.
What do you mean? Wait!
I think he was pretty forward about meeting him at the cabaret.
Whoa. Had to load some textures in, I think.
Yeah.
She's gone and it's all my fault.
Crouton just talks for the first time. Yep, you're right. Hey.
Hazel?
You again. I guess you came to gloat.
You feeling all right?
I got everything wrong.
Oh, don't be too hard on yourself. You're one of the finest weavers I ever laid eyes on.
Bet I'm the only one you know.
That don't change the fact that you're my favorite.
I like catfish.
Hey, what's that bit of shiny over there?
New powers?
I had this dream. Mama was taken by this man. He had a galaxy in his right eye. He tossed this at me.
Hazel, you better watch yourself. That's Rue, the right-hand man of Kushma.
Kushma?
You never heard of Kushma? The king of dreams and nightmares? Story goes he feasts on dreamers who gets mementos from this Rue fella.
Well, if Rue's got my mama, I've got to try and find him.
Listen up. You don't just go strolling through the land of dreams and nightmares without it.
I've got everything I need right here. Where's my stuff?
Gal, you don't want to mess with this Rue fella.
I kind of want to mess with this Rue fella.
We gotta get out of this swamp fast.
Not until I find my spindles. Then I'm going to Kushma's one way or another.
I ain't got no time for arguing. Get your stuff back and I'll meet you when I find a safe way out.
Jesus Christ, he went fast.
The hell out of this place.
What upgrades can I afford? I got 290. I don't have my
You lost some of your upgrades.
Yeah, I don't have my threads, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
could upgrade his thing. What's this one? Strand Blast, inflict increased damage across a wider area. Yeah, whatever. I do want that. I got enough for that.
Got enough for Crouton?
Yeah, I got
Hell
enough for
yeah.
Crouton. Doesn't have any of my special powers. So just jumping, really. Jumping and
Yeah.
floating is all I can do.
So I'm guessing you want to get your strands back
Another one
before
of
you
Mom's
quit
memories.
for tonight?
Yeah.
My track shoes.
Okay.
I bet this won't be a too terribly long chapter. I don't know, look it up, Robbie. See how long chapter 10 is.
I had to miss
I don't want to keep you up too late.
Hazel's last track meet on account of taking on some extra work. Uniforms, spikes, travel fees are expensive.
I mean, if E were here, 11:30, 12, easy. But
She loves to run. Says it feels like flying down the street.
Playthroughs through
I
chapter
just wish
10
I
that
could
I'm
be
seeing
there
online
to
are
see
anywhere
it.
between 24 minutes to
be there.
43 minutes long.
all
You're
right,
gonna see everything I do.
23
I'm gonna
minutes
come
seems
get you,
doable.
and we're gonna leave Kushma's place together.
I'll do good in fights and won't venture off the beaten path too much.
Therefore, get none of the backstory.
Squeeze.
Yeah, so he's gonna head out soon. Thought you might go to, yeah. Okay, yeah, I already said that.
Nope. Don't want to know. Gotta get to Kushma's. Even flowers are out for blood here?
I don't think I've read any of the lore of any of the things.
What you got to say for yourself?
I'm sorry, Mahalia.
Tell that to
Mahalia.
your mother when
That's
I
a cool
get you
name.
back to her safe and sound.
Mahalia! That's her name. The weaver I followed to get downriver.
All right, do your thing.
Seems so long ago now. Glimpsing Mahalia back when I thought catching up to Mama was just about running
Gotcha.
faster.
Catfish!
This bog got more twists and turns than a fun house. Found no way out yet. You?
Maybe. You ever heard of someone called Mahalia?
Mahalia, the last weaver? Stories go she had a settlement around here.
She's trying to tell me something. I'm gonna follow her.
Be careful. Not every ghost knows where they go.
Ah, what? The fuck was that?
That's a game saying, fuck you.
Guess. The hell? I genuinely don't know what hit me.
It was the spikes. There's a little spike trap underneath it. Right there.
The
Like that.
I genuinely can't see that on this monitor.
Oh. How can I see it on Discord, but you can't see it on the monitor?
I don't know. How do I make it not do that to me?
You gotta wait. 'Cause it's like one of those spike plants that get puffy. So.
Okay, there we
wait
go.
for
There it is.
There you go. Go, 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 go. There you go.
That's real dark on my monitor.
Okay.
What the hell?
And time for a fight.
Gotta catch up to Mahalia.
But it'll be a harder fight because I don't have like any of my abilities.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, it seems like they're taking it a little bit easier on you since you don't have all your powers.
Seems that way, yeah. Which, that's fine. It'd be real annoying if it was like, cool, we're gonna hit you with even more enemies now that you don't have any abilities.
Now try to survive.
That'd be what a Robbie would want from it.
You're not wrong. Also, was there another story thing down there?
Was there?
I think so. There was like something that was glowing. Huh, maybe not.
Maybe
Could
it
have
was
swore I saw something glowing.
Maybe it was a firefly.
I guess you say I wouldn't believe my eyes if I saw the 10,000 fireflies.
Yeah. You wouldn't. It's a lot of fireflies.
Yeah. Even though the original song is 10 million, but I digress.
How'd that end up all the way over there?
Get it, Crouton.
Be safe in there, okay?
Dies immediately.
Could happen. I'm controlling him.
This is very Last of Us music.
I was gonna say, actually, yeah.
To be fair, the Last of Us does have kind of a southern flair to it.
Yeah. Joel and Ellie are about to have a real heart-to-heart.
Feeling better now.
They're about to have a real heart-to-heart, but they decided they're going to wait until the morning.
Is this the way Mahalia went?
And nothing bad is gonna happen.
How could it?
Never. Not with those two.
Joining at the hip, those two.
Yep.
I hate mushrooms.
Oh, I guess speaking of mushrooms, actually, I started watching that show Common Side Effects.
Oh. I don't know what that is.
It's a show about a guy who ends up finding a strain of mushrooms that actually mimics stem cells, so it has the potential to cure almost everything. And because it's such a powerful and potent mushroom that is like such a rarity, and he's only the person who knows how to find it, a lot of pharmaceutical companies are trying to like kill him to make sure that they don't lose their monopoly on medicine to him.
Huh.
It's pretty good. The animation studio that did the Worth It's Kids YouTube channel, I think they did the same, or the animations for that. But Mike Judge actually does like 3 or 4 voices in that show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting so far.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it. What's it on?
It's on it's an Adult Swim show, so it's on Max.
Oh, okay.
Or HBO Max now.
Yeah.
You know, they gotta change their name and identity every 4 months, so.
Now that you start actually just calling it Max, they're like, yeah, we want to be HBO again, actually.
Well, no, I don't want you to call us that. It's gonna be like the day I finally start calling Twitter X. They're like, well, we're changing it to something else now. That being said, it'll probably never happen.
I think the next name it's going to get is just Cuck, actually.
Just CuckTube?
Uh-huh. Don't look that up. That's probably a thing. Or do. I don't know. It could be your thing.
Or no, what was it that Safoon said earlier?
Oh, Cucky Doll?
Yeah, Cucky Doll. X is going to be Cucky Doll next.
What was that one thing?
Oh, yeah, he was saying it next is going to be Max HBO.
I still stand by that people who were too horny on the internet should be called cum-pilled. Stand by it. I think it's good.
I haven't heard him called that. I've heard them called Coomers, though.
Yeah, yeah. Or goon. Gooning. That's a thing, too.
Yeah, I've heard that, too.
Cum-pilled just sounds funny.
Damn Gooners being cum-pilled.
And you get the idea of what it is real quick.
Yeah.
What do I do here? Do I gotta throw my guy through?
Maybe.
Nope.
Nope. Sorry, Crouton.
Says go that way.
It's not making a very convincing argument, though. Do you need to get Crouton through there somehow? Well, I guess not, because he tried throwing him, and that didn't work. Doesn't look like there's a way for him to crawl through there. Oh, maybe over there?
Oh, yeah. That definitely looks like a crouton-shaped hole. Sure is. All right.
Progress.
Progress.
My spindle is covered in stigma.
Gross.
Yes.
Oh, it's all covered in stigma.
I clipped that, sorry. Oh, damn it. I pressed a button.
Do you think, Crouton?
Ah,
Nice dodge.
thanks. I actually avoided a hit for once. Ah, damn it.
Oh.
Ah, damn it.
Only to get double hit. You jinxed yourself, boy.
All right, let's try it again.
There you go.
All right.
Now you're thinking with croutons.
Hey, turtle. We made it.
Hooray!
Thanks, little guy. I'd be totally lost without you. That's the final piece. Rue, Kushma, whoever gets between me and Mama's gonna be. What's that?
A light?
A new power.
Maybe.
There's one more square worth of space under my health bar.
It's a bonfire. Like the ones they used to light on the levee to guide people home.
Oh, not the thing I was thinking then.
Feels like she's telling me that bonfire
More bottles.
to get out of here. And those fireflies. I don't know how this works.
Oh, that would be one hell of a
She's never
bonfire.
steered me wrong.
I just
Fire.
realized that entire hill is a bonfire stack.
Oh. Oh, I don't know how to get up there. Fill the bonfire with
Climb into
fireflies.
the bonfire? No way that's enough to light this whole thing up. I saw a bush earlier. Maybe it's this way.
Which way? That way? What's this way, though?
Glowing mushrooms?
Two of our best trappers have wed. The boy is a fool in love, and the girl is sweet as honeysuckle. They jumped the broom, and we celebrated with a fire and a song. I drank and played the panpipes like an old loon. These are the makings of a good life. These moments. Times get hard. Problems grow like weeds. But the fruit is always worth the harvest. The land still ain't done with me yet.
They need it.
There's an entire story
Shoot, I
that
need
we
that
missed
too.
there, considering that was 4 out of
Not
5.
party,
Yep.
just something to keep
Missed a
me-
lot, Robbie.
Yeah. But it had a happy ending. And that's what counts.
Maybe
I
we'll
don't
find
do
the others
those.
somehow.
It's your time to shine, Crouton.
Crouton's the best.
Crouton's great.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, there's bugs everywhere.
You know what Crouton kind of reminds me of?
What's that?
A more helpful Meowth. Which is
Yeah.
an insight thing that only me and Dry know about. Me and Dry, at one point in time, we played through the entirety of Diablo 3 together. And while we did it, we actually had a loot goblin that was following us the entire time, and we just named him Meowth. And he just followed us around the entire time, and every single time we got like a certain amount of common items, he would turn into an uncommon item.
Yeah,
Or
that's great.
yeah, sometimes like 10 uncommon items, like rare item or whatever else, and like so on and so forth. But like, especially during times when we were not in battle, he would just like be laughing in the background. So it would just be quiet while we were playing, and just we would just randomly hear like a.
Is this the old settlement catfish
That was
kitchen?
pretty great. Here we go.
Yep, found an early one. There's hunters nearby. Got a skittish little swamp boy he found doesn't cry like the others when those devils go get yelling. He's special, ain't he's special. Ain't held a baby like him. Or before. I need a lines throw me off. I'm a bit tired if you can't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's hunters nearby. Got a skittish little swamp boy I found doesn't cry like the others when those devils go get to yelling. He's special. Ain't held a baby like him before. On nights when the hunters leave us be, I put him to sleep with an old lullaby sung up and down the bayou. One smile from him could melt even the coldest of hearts.
Hunters again? It's not fair. They were making Mahalia lived here. Does she want me to find this place?
All right. See, I wish it had like more platforming stuff like that for longer stretches of time.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Get those fireflies, you little weirdo.
I wish this had more difficult platforming than it does just random combat, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like, there'd be a lot of really fun platforming sections that they could have with Crouton, too.
Yeah.
That's more than just, like, dodging. Like, things where he has to, like, actually jump or go through different obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, because he's not strong enough or he doesn't have the weave to move certain things, he has to either find a way around or find alternate ways through it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff you could do, I feel like.
Yeah. The platforming definitely has more potential in what they're using for this.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think they might have blown their load on just having really good music for this game, but can you blame them?
The music's so good.
Yeah.
All right, going back that way, I guess. Yeah, again, once we're done playing this game, I am actually going to start listening to the soundtracks. It's really good.
It is pretty good.
I just don't want song spoilers.
Considering how heavily the songs are influenced by what's happening in the game, I can see it ruining certain sections of the game for you.
I'm saying. I already did that, right?
I don't think so.
I must
Yeah,
have.
this looks new. Oh, that's where he's like putting all of his fireflies.
Yeah. All right, this way then.
There's no way I can cross this gap.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was thinking the same
You
thing.
have to go get these fireflies for me, Crouton. Be careful. Oh, yeah.
And then we fall. Oh, god damn it. I never even like think about the bugs being on the floor.
Up until they bite you.
Yeah. Ooh, whoa, what the fuck? Oh, I see. Okay.
Gotta find your opening.
Ooh, that's not it. Okay.
Wait, yeah, I was gonna. No, is there a way to go back?
I think. What do you mean?
Because I was. It seemed like there was a separate way that you could go to get to that place that you couldn't get to with him.
Oh. Well, I don't know. Too late.
Yeah. Oh well.
This feels like a separate thing. Oh no, that's just that. I did that, I think. Right?
Maybe?
I feel like I've been here. Just a separate way to get around, I guess.
Yeah, this one's a lot less linear than some of the other paths you've been taking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I came this way. You know what I should replay?
What's that?
Rayman Legends.
Is that pretty good?
Maybe one of the best 2D platformers ever made. It's so good.
I mean, it's pretty high praise you're giving it, so I'm going to have to take your word on it.
Even E says it.
All right. Go give them a shake and see if they like it. Come on, Mahalia. Give me something. A way out.
This isn't
Anything.
a bonfire at all, isn't it? It's not even on fire. That's looking like a million fireflies, though. My eyes are to be believed.
You.
Creepy.
You're not what I expect. That shout earlier, was that you? Oh, no, hey, my bad. I won't hurt you. I promise. Oh, this little dude? He's as small as you are big, ain't he? I don't have time to play with you. Come on, Crouton. We gotta go find Mama.
You're a long way from home, child. Remember, you'll always find your way if you keep those that walk with you in your heart.
You all right? Okay. One game, honey. And then we get you sorted out, all right? 1, 2, 3,
What?
4,
Hide and seek.
5.
Don't worry, I have a cheat code. This thing shows me where I gotta go.
Hear you giggling. Found you. Another round? Okay. Hey, but you gotta stay quiet. Dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. I hope you found a good spot.
The spirits are guiding me, don't worry.
Spirits help me cheat at this game of hide and seek.
This is what Mahalia wants me to do, right? Help this monster out first. There you are. You're already pretty big, but that giggling really gives you away. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It would have been funny if they had this as like a longer section, but they just had her like counting to 5 in every single language.
Every language.
Language. English, and then Spanish, and then Chinese.
These
The
creatures are
Croatian.
monsters. They're just waiting for
Creole.
someone who cares to come along.
Then French.
What is French? Un, deux, trois.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's all I know. Not a count to 3 in French.
Let's see here.
Do you know a way out of here?
Count to 10 in French.
Didn't realize this was a thing you could do. Good to know.
Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept,
Here we
huit,
go.
neuf, and
Can't
10.
trust my own gut sometimes, but I can trust
Weird
mine.
language. So airy.
It is, but I think it's very much on purpose.
Well, yeah, I imagine. I imagine their language is very
Little bit of
purposeful.
nature, some knickknacks. Very bohemian.
Considering they complain that Americans never say their words correctly.
Well, who's to know? No, I don't think most Americans know if they're saying a word correctly.
That's fair.
For a fortnight, I watched over the creature some will call a monster. He was already becoming something new by the time I plucked him from the petals of a flower cradle, sprouting leaves for hair, vines for veins, and wild grapes for eyes. Swaddling him as a mother would did nothing to slow the turn. I've been wrong many times in life, but losing this child to the old pain haunting the swamps hurts most of all. My sins.
Is this about you? Mahalia. Oh, honey. No wonder she wants me to help you.
Airplane.
Toys can only go so far to make a kid feel less alone out here.
It would actually be a really cool mechanic if like you need to get from point A to point B and you're like just like rode on top of that airplane as he threw it.
Be cool.
Is this where you sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Can't lie. Looks pretty comfy.
Investigate this way. Oh, there's a bigger thing to read.
Is that you and your mama?
I can't make a single thing out of that.
It's so hard to get back to mine.
I mean, it does look like a woman holding a baby. It just looks like she's staring daggers at it because of the line that's drawn between the two heads.
Fair enough.
Okay, let's find a way to help you. Mahalia said to keep those who walk with and behind me in mind. Nap time, huh?
Yeah, as everyone says, woman holding
Don't
baby.
worry, honey. I'll be here when you wake up.
Oh, I see it now. Oh, okay. I was like, man, why is this person holding a bucket over their head?
I can see where you got that from. Every now and then, like, you'll just see something like the wrong perspective, and it would like completely like shatter your idea of like what the hell you're even looking at.
Yeah, yeah. What do you want me to do here? Game. Oh.
Take a moment to rest.
So then I crossed paths with this fella, Rue, who told me to track him and my mama down at Kushma's Cabaret. Catfish wasn't thrilled, cautioning that it was
It's
too...
funny how when it's loading, the music just cuts in and out.
It was my only
Yeah.
way.
I'm glad that's
While I
happening
gathered
just
my
in general,
slippers,
not just to me.
I was guided
So
by
it's
the
throwing
direction
me
I
off.
had.
Yeah, no,
Mahalia.
it's been happening the whole playthrough.
Then I stumbled upon a gentle creature named Honey. He seemed to be in a bind, so I felt the urge to lend a hand.
Felt the urge, or you were
But in
told
these
to?
swamps, the air was thick with ancient secrets. I had to push through to find my way out and reach my ma at Kushma's Cabaret.
Chapter 11.
There we
Muddy
go.
Waters.
All
So
right,
yeah,
that
definitely
means
gonna be beating it next.
next
next
time.
stream.
Yeah, that'll be chapter 11, 12, and 13. Might be like an hour and a half
That
stream.
wasn't you? Right. You don't talk. So what was that? Where are you going? Hey! Wait up! I don't think that's safe. Wait!
All right.
Yeah, I get the feeling that if us having to go, or at least me having to go to work in the morning, wasn't a factor, you might actually beat this game tonight.
I'm kind of tired. I've had a real long day, so probably not.
Fair. I did smash the shit out of my finger earlier. Or like, didn't even smash it. I just like hit it against something hard enough to take the skin off.
No bueno.
Yeah, it's no bueno.
Alrighty. Oh, we have a link tree. Bottom right
do.
corner of your screen there. Robbie, put-
LANKTR or backspace tr.ee/LOIP. Give you links to all the stuff that we do, to our one social media that we use. Dry at some point in time, whenever life gets less hectic for him, we'll probably start uploading shorts to or reels to that Instagram again.
I will be doing that again at some point, yeah.
Yeah. Might be a while before there's another Tuesday game. Wednesdays, next Wednesday, Dry will most likely be beating this game.
It seems extremely unlikely that I wouldn't.
Yeah. However, I think for the first time in a while, like this Saturday, we're not really doing anything, so there's not going to be a. Well, wait, yeah, we had a stream last week, so
Yeah, we streamed
not
last
this
week. It would normally be a podcast weekend.
Yeah, so we'll have a new podcast coming out.
Yes, we have a new podcast episode coming out, but we won't be recording this weekend.
Yeah.
Everyone just has a weekend to chill.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But there's that. There probably won't be another Rando Fidos this week, or this weekend, because E's going to be out of town.
Yeah, he's out of town, so there will not be a. Oh yeah, PSA's Father's Day as well. So
Yeah, that too.
Happy Father's Day to the fathers out there, I guess. Not me or Robbie, that's for sure.
If you're into that sort of thing.
If that's your thing, Robbie's never celebrated it. I've not celebrated in a while, so
Fair.
do you though? If you got a father you love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let him know that you care about him.
Yeah.
If anything.
But yeah. New episode coming out Friday for the podcast. It is. What did we do after Godfather? Whale, right?
Oh, is a Whale gonna be the next episode that comes out?
I think it's the Whale. I think that's what we.
Yeah, let me check our podcast real quick. Here live on Twitch.
If Whale isn't out yet, then it's Whale. If the Whale episode is out already, I don't remember what episode.
Last episode we did was The Godfather, so I couldn't say for sure.
Yeah, last episode was Godfather. I think the Whale comes out next. We've recorded a lot of things.
Yeah, because we knew that we were gonna have some weekends wherever we had to take the time off, so we just recorded some extras.
Yeah, so we're ahead a lot.
So if
2
it's
months.
not the Whale, then eventually you'll get an episode on the Whale.
Yeah. I think that's the next one, if I'm not mistaken. Because it's Whale, then movie I'm not gonna name, and then movie I'm not gonna name. And then
Fair.
I think Whale. I think Whale comes out Friday. Pretty sure.
But
yes.
we have those things. A little bit less hectic this week than usual because we just have other things in life going on.
Yeah. Content not really affected except for no Rando Fidos. Yeah. That's all the stuff that's going on. We'll finish this out next Wednesday, and then next Saturday, E will be back with Last of Us Part 2. Finally, after a month.
Yeah. And then I think it's E is going to be the next Wednesday stream.
Yep. E is going to have something for the Wednesday after that as well. So,
all right.
Yeah. Have a good Whale. Good night. Thank you, Zafoon. Everybody out there, have a good one. Thank you, Zafoon, for being in chat as always. Great talking.
We always enjoy your company when we're streaming.
Yeah. And everybody watching the archives, have a good one. We'll talk to you again real soon. Bye.
Bye.
So long. Farewell.